Welcome to sports for you. Wrestling is our ring, our section. From the bay, we flexing. Fat four, keep the crowd out, all guessing. Welcome to sports for you.
Doesn't it feel like 2021 all over again? Like when you look in that man's eyes, you get flashes of that old Jey Uso. And man, he set the tone for the entire show on Monday night. So we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about a whole lot of stuff. But first, hello. You know what I'm saying? It's the chaotic duo. It's the chaotic duo, running shop for a second. But welcome to the S4UWrestling podcast. That is the La Madrina herself, the West Coast demon / turtle / anything you can call her from the West Coast. That is Nessa. Listen, we had a crazy Monday night. But Friday kind of kicked off pretty crazy itself because Friday night kicked off with a car accident. A little attempted homicide, if you will. I mean, this has been a crash out week, 2 weeks in WWE on the road to WrestleMania, and Drew McIntyre decided to crash all the way out by smashing his car into Jacob Fatu's car, and then snatched him out the window, the windshield, and busted him open. Pause.
Like he snatched him out the window.
He snatched him up.
Open. All right.
He thought he did a good thing. He thought he was, he was done for the night. But no, Big Blood said, "I ain't done with you."
Obviously, he's fine. He was at the damn opening with Jey Uso. So,
listen, I don't want to think about them niggas wearing them Giants outfits. You know what I'm saying? But the man showed put Drew McIntyre down. So we're looking possibly at a WrestleMania match. But Nick Aldis, that beef between Nick Aldis and Drew McIntyre, it's like, are we gonna get that?
I would rather see that. I would rather see Drew versus Nick Aldis. I'm not even playing with you.
I mean, he talked about the man's kids, and what do we always say, Nessa? Family is off limits, especially the kids.
Look, we discussed this last week because we were like, some things we don't talk about. Unfortunately, in wrestling, there's no limit. Everything is, it is what it is. But, sir, I hope that your wife can fight because that man's wife is crazy as fuck. So let me just tell you.
Hardcore country can fight.
He mentioning her kids. She gone. Okay?
She can fight. She can fight in heels. She can fight in barefooted. That woman was running on the beach like she was Pamela Anderson trying to try out for the new Baywatch. Listen.
I saw that. That was hilarious. But I honestly would love to see Nick Aldis versus Drew McIntyre.
Because it looks like it's like they're teasing us with that though. Because like Nick Aldis isn't fully retired. He's like semi-retired and he's still in great shape.
He can still put them boots on.
Yeah.
So,
but
he's like, don't let the suit fool you.
I can still
rock with it.
Yeah. And he told Drew McIntyre, you know who I am. You know where you know me. But here's the thing, though. This is like one of the rules of being a general manager. If you put the boots on, you got to take the suit off.
Yes.
With that being said, I came across a rumor that
that's what we're talking about.
Yep, yep. We might, because we all want to, Jacob and Drew. That's what they're leading on. But this whole Nick Aldis, when he mentioned his kid, and challenge him as a father. That shift, I'm like, wait, hold on now. WWE's kind of cooking with this one here.
Yeah.
So the rumor I heard was Nick Aldis might be getting replaced as general manager
Oh.
of SmackDown, and with everything that's going on with Drew, it kind of makes sense. There's a name that's out there that can replace him, and this person has been general manager of SmackDown before. Can you guess that Pokemon, Nessa?
Oh, shit. There's a lot of them.
Not really.
To remember.
Oh. I mean, you can still count on your hand, really.
That's still a lot to remember.
Like, 5 is too much for me.
That's the process. The process without, studying. Yeah, that's a lot to remember.
So, this name
Wait,
came...
male or female?
Ooh, I guess I can give you that. Male.
I feel like we're about to do this thing that we did on the Humble Roses. White.
Oh,
black.
no, Nessa, I swear to God, there's no way you can get this wrong. There's no way. I'm going to save you the trouble. This person's white. Half of the general managers were white. There was only one that was Mexican. That was it. And one that was black. There's no way you can get that. So that pretty much helped you out right there.
Oh, I'm still blanking. You know what? Just tell me. Fuck this.
So.
Oh. That is
This man.
unflattering photo.
I couldn't find the Yankee tie. This man supposedly, take it with a grain of salt. We're not reporters here. We just say what we know that it could be. But this man has been rumored to possibly return to SmackDown as a general manager. But me and John was talking about this earlier today. It's like, how is it going to be possible if this man is still representing the vision and is still Brock Lesnar's advocate? I mean, weird things have happened before where they made this work.
So here's my question to that. If he replaces Nick Aldis and Nick Aldis puts the boots back on, is it a permanent thing? Or is it just a one and done and then we're just done with Nick Aldis?
I doubt if we're done with Nick Aldis.
It's like, I like him.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't think we're done with him.
Wrestler, is he gonna stay a wrestler?
I don't think he will sign a WWE contract knowing that he's not wrestling ever again.
True. God damn it, Netflix. You know what? You're just gonna have to keep me updated. And I'm over Netflix. You were working for a while.
Yeah, glitched out again.
Every time.
It's like, oh, you want to go live on your little podcast? Watch this.
It was live while I was live earlier, right? And then it started glitching, and I'm like, "This what we doing right now?" Okay.
That is forever gonna be. This is what we doing. Good old Netflix.
Me and Netflix are gonna stay fighting.
That's the truth, Dalton. That is the truth. So far, it's
Netflix.
Well, right now it's the bottom of the 7th, and we're still up 7-0.
I think it's more because of everyone's trying to watch everything all at the same, especially on Mondays.
I mean, we the hottest brand around. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think Nick Aldis would sign a contract and just be like, "Yeah, you're never gonna wrestle." Something tells me he's gonna get in the ring again, but
for
will
how
it
long?
be maybe it's a part-time thing?
So
Maybe it's like every now and then.
I guess. Because it would be like, okay, so if he does this one time with Drew, then what?
I mean,
where do you insert him?
he still owe Randy Orton a couple receipts.
Ooh.
Wait.
I like that.
Wait.
Wait, what a Drew?
He still owes him a couple receipts, right? And Nick Aldis can be that baby face. So when he gets rid of Drew, maybe Randy Orton's champion. Maybe he gets a title match against Randy Orton. Not gonna say he'll beat him, but give him a title shot or something. Who Triple H comes out like, listen, you want to get your hands on somebody, you have to drop the suit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
like, what is it gonna be, Nick? What's it gonna be? Because he already brought up the man's family. All the thing you got to do now is have Drew put hands on him.
Mickey. Then he got to mention Mickey. Again, though. Drew, can your wife fight? Because ain't no way. I'm just saying.
Listen, he would have to put hands on Nick for really to have Nick to be like, all right, I had enough.
I feel like Adam Pearce is at that point.
Yeah, but can Adam Pearce still fight?
That is a good question. That is a good question.
Because
the
last time we thought Adam Pearce was going to fight was in the pandemic, and he wound up getting destroyed by Roman Reigns. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Adam Pearce is in a great shape. He's always, when he's at home, he's always walking his dog, hiking with his dog, going on a little jog. So he makes his little Monday Night Raw announcements and shit. So, can he fight?
It's just one of those things where I feel like right now it's weird that to see them otherwise. You know what I mean?
Pearce, yes. All this. One, I wasn't even expecting him to go to WWE in the first place. So when Triple H brought him out there, I was like, what the fuck's he doing here? Two, I was slightly disappointed that I saw him in a suit. I'm like, oh. But then I always had the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe one of these days he's going to take that suit off. But I like where it's going. It took all this time to build for him to maybe finally take that suit off. Because now Drew's constantly breaking rules, getting in his face. Now he's mentioning his kids. Like you said, it's only a matter of time he mentions Mickey. And that might set him off, So, who knows? But who would you want to see first? Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce? Which one's, more curious?
I'm not gonna lie, I would rather see Adam Pearce first just because they be getting in his face a lot more. And there are some times where I'm like, sir, just stop them. Just real quick. But I feel like Nick would be more entertaining.
Because he can fight.
Yeah. I feel like Adam Pearce would be more like a Michael Cole situation.
Damn. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit better than Michael Cole.
You know what I mean? Like that, no.
Hey, man, listen, Michael Cole's undefeated.
You scrap daddy, but
Michael Cole's undefeated at Mania, so.
Hey.
Can't take that away.
Hey, Michael Cole, when's your next fight?
We gonna put that singlet back on.
Yeah. When we go see them tattoos again.
And I just had Del Taco earlier. How dare you? Some things you don't need to see as a young adult. As a young adult. Again, there's some things you don't need to see again, but I mean, you know.
Look, we grew up with Rikishi's ass. It is what it is.
That's true. That is true.
I've seen a lot.
That Jesus, I feel bad for the Usos going. I can see why they always be crashing out because the stuff they went through in high school. I know they fought a lot of people. I know they fought a lot of people. Imagine you go to school every day and they keep saying, "Hey, why your dad keep putting people's faces in his ass and he's wearing a thong?" Listen, you try to defend that as a child. Like, why your daddy doing that?
I mean, I think at that point, if I was them, I'd been like, "Do you want it to happen to you?" I suggest you stop talking.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they was ashamed of their dad at first.
I
But, you know.
I feel like if Rikishi wasn't good.
I mean, why my dad can't be like Roman's dad? You know, you don't see Roman's dad putting his ass in people's faces. Listen. Stephanie can do it. I don't mind. So, I'm just saying. Stephanie can do it. Rhea can do it. Yeah.
Naya
You know
does.
what? I would not be opposed.
Naya would not. Naya does do it.
I would not be opposed. But yeah. So WrestleMania, as of right now, is going to be in Saudi next year for WrestleMania in 2027. We're supposed to get. We were hoping to get a retirement match next year with the king of the luchadors, Dominic, putting down his father once and for all.
I personally didn't feel like it was going to be at WrestleMania, but
that was the goal because that's why he skipped this year's WrestleMania because he was afraid they would put him against Gunther. And you know, Gunther's on that retirement killing spree right now. So he was like, I want my son to do it. We might not get it unless somehow WWE speeds it up because if you remember, your guy, Austin Theory, was in a match with Rey Mysterio, and you know, Rey got his ribs. Speaking cracking of somebody's ribs, fresh off the island, we got a visitor today, and she's all about the chaos. Because when she causes chaos, she usually does it in a collective. But tonight, she's riding solo off the island, obviously along with, you know, Nessa here, representing ATD. We got Wrestle Faith. What's up, Mana Oos?
First off,
the bone collector over here.
For real, like whose rib was I correct? Like what happened?
Do we gotta go there?
No. You know what? I heard something about a putty pop and that's the way.
Talk to him, Nessa.
That's
people thinking they ain't watching.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Tuesday night, that's what we doing. All
That's
right.
what we doing. Shout to the Chop Up. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the funniest shows on Tuesday nights outside of Sports for You.
That's like that's real time live comedy right there, and I love it.
I'm so glad to be called up to do that show because that shit had me dying. I mean, with the you know what, we getting off topic. I was gonna talk about the dude with no arms shooting people, but anyway,
no, please don't, cause nope.
That was a crazy nub shot, wasn't it? But anyway, sorry.
I can't do this, so you gotta
bang bang, bang bang.
Actually, that's how it's anyway. So you walked in right in time, Faye, because we was talking about this rumor that I heard that we was supposed to get we was hoping to get Rey Mysterio Dominic next year for his retirement, supposedly. So when he was in a match with Austin Theory a few weeks back, he suffered a few, cracked ribs. So and which he kind of avoided this year's WrestleMania because supposedly there was a plan of putting him against Gunther, and how Gunther is on that retirement tour or whatever, so he wanted his son to do it. Rumor has it he might retire sooner than later because of those cracked ribs, and supposedly it might happen sooner by summer. I think it's like Clash in Italy supposedly. That the rumor is he might retire there. I don't know what. Maybe they're gonna speed up. I don't know how they're gonna do that because Clash in Italy is not that far away from WrestleMania, like after WrestleMania. So if I'm not mistaken, I think Dom is probably gonna be pretty busy with Finn Balor by then, unless they're gonna work that in somehow. But that's what I heard. That supposedly he might retire this year instead of his scheduled retirement next year.
Does his retirement have to be on WWE? Is my question, because I see a story happening where they can happen and do it now on AAA.
True, but if I know WWE, they're gonna want that on their TVs.
Well, technically, it is still technically WWE.
Yeah, but they want on their PLE.
I mean,
I can't.
it just makes more sense because
It does.
It does. Ray has been there to do the English translation, but he's also been there where he's like, you're not, the real Mysterio, like you're not El Rey de los Luchadores. You're like, like that. And he's going to be like, okay, well, let's put this to the test. Like, I'll put my legacy with your legacy, and we'll see who the real greatest Mysterio is, who the real King of the Luchadores is. And I feel like that would work best on AAA.
Oh, yeah, it will work in AAA, but knowing them is like all the WWE Universe fans.
On WWE, it just would make more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Couple things. Ray wished he looked like that right now. Ray wishes.
Stall him out. He's in the best shape he can be for a 50-year-old. Come on.
That's Grande Americano shot. I don't know who that is in that picture.
like Ray Phoenix's body. But anyway,
okay. I'll say this in the nicest way possible. Ray done retired like 76 times already.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
He just keeps getting hurt.
But every time he gets hurt, what's the conversation?
And he's a Hall of Famer.
He needs to retire.
And he talks about it.
He wants it to be with Dom, though.
I get that, but here's my thing. At this point, and like I said, I'm trying to say this with all due respect.
You know what Faith's trying to say is, man, just sit your old ass at home, get a bottle of tequila, go chill with your wife, and train your daughter who wants to get into business.
Thank you.
Yeah, because listen, he's been injured at least twice within the last calendar year.
Yeah.
Look what happened last year. He was supposed to be in WrestleMania and then fucked up his knee literally a few days before WrestleMania. And then
we got Ray Phoenix. We replaced Ray with another Ray.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now, let's be for real. Cracked ribs, you got to give that some serious time to heal.
Mm-hmm.
You get back in a ring too soon with cracked ribs, you are potentially looking at not just cracking the ribs, but cracking the ribs so bad that you get punctured.
You could puncture something.
Like at this point, if they are going to do a retirement match with Ray and Dom, they could do it at Backlash. They could do it to give Ray more time to heal. They could do it at SummerSlam. I mean, they could wait until next year and do it.
Mm-hmm. if you think about it, there's always going to be a story between Ray and Dom, just because it's always that he's still on that my deadbeat dad. Like there's not a time where he's not really mentioning him kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or they mention each other. So they can pick up a story anywhere. Again, for me, I feel like if they're going to do it now, it makes more sense and easier for them to do it.
But you know what? It's something you said earlier, Nessa. I think it was you that said it. Was either you or Angel. Ray is a trigger for Dom.
Yes.
So here's my thing. When you have a trigger, you have a deep and emotional attachment to that trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And normally when someone sets your trigger off, you try to avoid it, or you leave the situation alone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't react like that. The reaction is to walk away from it, not to lean into it. So my theory here is that Dom still love his deadbeat daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely so. But he wants the respect of his deadbeat daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go back to Thunderdome, and actually after they came out of Thunderdome, that's where we started to see Dom tell his dad, "Don't come out to the ring with me. Let me do it by myself. Stop trying to baby me.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
I got this. I can do it." Yeah.
That's when he was facing
Go,
Sam.
Dom.
So what if instead of a retirement match between them two, what if we see Ray get packed up? He don't have to get in the ring. He don't compromise his ribs, but Gunther just packs him up for no reason.
And then he just makes an announcement saying that he's forced to retire or something like that.
Yeah, but bring Dom into that storyline.
You want Dom to get murdered by Gunther in front of Nessa?
No. Okay, I feel like I think we're right here. Okay, so he gets packed up by Gunther. He's about to announce that he's gonna retire because of what happened, and Dom comes out and is like, "No, I'm retiring you," kind of thing.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. But it's not a match that we like. Not a traditional match. Make it to where you're protecting Ray, but you still are giving the people what they want.
Like a street fight or something?
So the match that Dom has been saying that he's wanted was, well, not even a match. He said the way Ray needs to get his forgiveness and pretty much leave is for him to take off his mask and present it to him.
There you go.
And that's how.
And then Ray can be like, "Well, let's get rid of something that made you famous. Get rid of that damn mullet, cause it's stupid." And his words. And
technically, we'll finally get hair versus mask kind of thing, right? But that's how Dom said. Dom is in multiple interviews has said, if Ray has ever wanted to get back on his good graces, he would pretty much get on his knees, take off his mask, and hand it to him. And pretty much that solidifies that he is the greatest Mysterio.
That
would be legendary.
If Ray just did that.
That'd be legendary. That'd be legendary. Ray would love to do that for his son.
And if you think about it, that's pretty much like their way of passing the torch.
Exactly.
I see you right there. That actually would make sense.
Yeah.
Everyone's pissed off that Gunther, and here comes Dom. Hell no, you ain't retiring him. I'm retiring him. But if you think about it, he's really more like, let me protect your ass.
Right. But then again, you run a potential chance of Dominic getting killed by Gunther in the process, though.
No. It don't even get that far. What I'm saying is, so Dom comes out and says, no, I'm retiring my dad.
Oh, and Gunther be like, all right, you know what? Teach him a lesson, type of thing. Like, you go do you, Dom, and Gunther goes finds another victim.
Yeah, and Dom can say to his dad, look, this is what it is. You old. You getting hurt. you know that I am the next best Mysterio. I am it right now.
Yeah.
I am the king of the luchadors.
Mm-hmm.
And
Give
and
me
and
your
Dom
match.
got to get his get back from 3 years ago because Ray beat Dom at 39 at WrestleMania 39, and I thought Dominic was gonna win that one.
I think Ray should just bow down and give his son his mask and give him his flowers and
Say
end
goodbye to the people.
and end it that way.
Yeah,
Why
pretty
does
much.
that have to be a match?
If you think about it, that's pretty much him leaving his boots in the ring.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and let's call it for what it is. If you're a real Rey Mysterio fan, you should already know what the man looks like without the mask on.
There's no shame without it. My dad physically has a picture with him without his
This
mask.
man publicly taking photos nowadays without the mask on.
And I get, it's you're not supposed to take the mask off. That's the whole point. But again, in this situation, you take it's.
Yeah, it'll be something symbolism because it'll go straight to Dom, and Dom can that would be Dom's biggest until that man wins an actual world championship. If he does, that will be his championship.
Yeah.
Taking the legendary mask of his father, who pretty much put Lucha Libre on the map in the United States.
And I see him carrying it everywhere with him. Because if you guys notice, he only uses his mask for PLEs.
Mhm.
So
Big time matches.
Think about it this way. And he has the tattoos of luchadors.
mhm.
He has is it his
His
uncle?
his
The
the one
original
on
Rey
his neck
Mysterio.
is his mask.
Okay. So he's got all of his family, all the great luchadors, right? He's got himself. It only makes sense for Ray to give him the mask. Dom's already collected the memories of all the other great luchadors. Dominic Mysterio is the greatest luchador right now.
El rey de los luchadores. Thank you.
Let them go out that way instead of everybody wanting, blood, guts, death, all that. Swerve it. WWE is the king of swerves. Let Ray just bow out to his son and let Dominic wear that mask and be like, I am the king of the luchador.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, have Ray put the mask on him. But anyway,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that'll be, and plus, you can only imagine how it's gonna be once they go back into the curtain and they can finally get that, or I hate you, kayfabe out the way and just start embracing each other. That'd be such a good moment on the season 14 of Unreal.
My heart.
I mean, have his sister there, have his mom there. It'd be like a good a little family moment. Because who would have thought?
It makes sense, and I get why that's what he wants, because he's literally like, this is for our family. This is a complete circle.
Generation. I mean, who would have thought little Dominic playing the PSP with the blonde tips in his hair was gonna grow up to retire his old man?
Or his stepdaddy. We still don't know. We still don't know.
Well, he can only retire one of them, so.
I'm just saying he could be retiring his stepdaddy. I'm just saying.
Listen, man. When the man puts on the mask, that's Ray. That is Ray. He takes it off. That's Eddie. This man literally has two different DNA. Someone need to be talking to Angie. But anyway,
thank you.
I'm saying this.
Hey, listen, that lady thick in all the right places. I listen.
I just want to know, like, this is like legit. How the hell that happened? Because they're not even related in any remotely at all.
That's Vicky. Maybe they freaks.
That's the match I want to see. Give me Vicky versus Angie at WrestleMania.
No, for real though, because there is no blood share relation at all that we know of, right?
That we know of.
That we know of. And this man literally looks like both fucking dudes.
Listen,
Like,
Oh, I know how it happened. I know why
he's
he
able to.
looked like both of them.
He about to get messy right now. Go ahead, Faith.
Okay. It was a one-nighter. Okay. They was drinking that to kill you. Okay.
To kill you.
I feel like you're going somewhere.
I know where she going.
Let's
And
just
it's-
say it like this. Angie let both of them shoot up the club. And
I
then-
was just
nah, that's all I'm gonna say.
look, and having two different types of DNAs was a real.
It's
That-
possible, man.
You
Listen.
about to get studied.
Listen. Angie's one of one. I'll just say that. That woman is one
'Cause
of one.
I've heard, and it's real. I've heard of you're able to have twins with two separate DNAs.
Mhm.
It is a real thing. There are real life twins with two separate DNAs. But he is not a twin.
Don't matter.
So unless he ate his twin.
Hey, whoa. Now that's some serious allegations, Vanessa.
Hey,
Look, that's how you.
They ain't from a tribe now. They ain't cannibalisms over there. They
no, you've never heard of
an embryo. Yeah.
in the embryo.
Yeah.
They-
I thought you
they
meant like
absorb their twin
the
because
parents are eating the twins.
The
eating
other
babies or
twin
something.
is weak. So the stronger
That's
twin.
what I thought she was going.
No.
I thought you were talking about Hannibal Lecter style. Just
No, and actually, you know what?
Oh,
That
see,
might make so much more sense because there is people that have two different types of DNAs because they absorb their twin in the womb.
Look, have Angie come out and be like, look. I
so
got
so Dominic ate somebody. That's what you're saying.
And
y'all mess.
So Dominic a murderer too. All right. Yeah, Nessa loved these bad boys, man. It's like she be loving them pimps and murderers and listen.
he's a sucio de sucio. That man.
That is pretty nasty though. That is pretty nasty though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Angie
So-
Vicky, I need an Angie Vicky match at Mania. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think Vicky wants those problems.
Angie looked like she could throw some hands, so
She definitely throws it back. But anyway, um,
Well, all right.
I mean,
Yup. Yup.
you know what? I'll just see myself out.
Yup.
Don't even worry about it.
Yup.
Don't even worry about it.
Are correct.
Shout out to little Ray, cause man, listen. Never mind.
that man is climbing a tree.
Y'all good? You
It's
good?
Wednesday.
All right.
It's Wednesday.
Some-
Faith, you missed this discussion earlier. There was a rumor that Paul Heyman might go back to SmackDown to run SmackDown, which means we're getting Nick Aldis possibly out of that suit. And I was telling Nessa, we was all excited for, Jacob and Drew. They were all thinking like, WrestleMania, they're going to clash. But this story between him and Nick Aldis is progressing
Yep.
at an interesting rate that is like, we kind of want to see what Nick got left in the tank. So, are you good with if WWE decides to not go with Big Blood and actually go with Nick Aldis?
I don't think they're gonna miss out on the opportunity for Jacob. I think we still get Jacob and Drew. However,
There's always post WrestleMania.
again, Backlash.
Is in May. It's literally like 2 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
I think we see Jacob versus Drew, but I do know and was told some time ago that both GMs were going to get back in the ring.
We talked about
We
that.
talked about who is Adam Pearce gonna scrap with though? Because not It's been male and females that always be getting on that man's face.
Braun Breaker.
Of course.
Braun Breaker is going to be the man that gets him in the ring.
See, here's.
So he has to get rid of Seth Rollins first, and then.
I'm just saying it makes the most sense for it to
does.
be Breaker because look at the way they've been. I thought he was about to throw his hands with him. I'm like, you, ooh.
I called for that spear, but it didn't happen.
I'm gonna tell you, out of both of those GMs, Nick Aldis really got it the worst because potentially he got two people that could get in the ring with him.
Randy and Drew.
Yep.
And it's going to be the other one that me and Ness talked about because Nick Aldis still owes Randy a few receipts.
Yes.
He sure do. But that line that Drew said on Friday about Nick's son, that is how they're going to open that. Well, that's how the door is open for a match with Drew.
Nessa thinks the next step is mentioning his wife, Mickey.
Again, I stayed.
You know Drew's going to do that. Absolutely.
I'm all Drew. Can your wife fight?
I think the last resort, Drew's going to put hands on Nick. And Nick's going to be like, all right, it's go time. And that's when Triple H is going to come out and be like, listen, if you're going to do this, I'm going to need you to drop that suit. Because
he can do it right there and then, too.
Do y'all remember what Nick told Drew after Elimination Chamber?
No, I don't.
Think that he can still go or something like that?
I'm going to go back to the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber.
In a rematch.
He said, keep messing with me and I'm going to show you who I really am. He wasn't talking about his authority as a GM.
He was talking about, I will beat your ass. You forgot who you talking to? I ran TNA. I ran NWA.
Right. So I think, yeah. And as far as Paul being the GM on SmackDown.
Yep. Because Paul Heyman, if for the first time since Vince is not there, I think Paul Heyman probably had a little bit more control-ish as far as how the show goes. And that mind of his...
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. SmackDown's going to be off and running.
Oh, I just put two and two together.
Your mind is a beautiful thing. Please tell me.
Let's say that this happens after Mania. Let's say we do get Drew versus Aldis at Backlash. And let's say Triple H does tell him, look, you got to drop the suit. If you're going to go into training right now to get ready for this match, you need to drop the suit today. Is that what you want to do? Nick says yes. Drew gets excited. Paul brings out Paul. So Paul brings out Paul.
Unless Paul brings himself out, be like, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. But there's something, the reason I said I just put two and two together, there's something that Paul Heyman said to Muscle Man Malcolm that would give Paul the authority to do what he said in that interview. Paul said, and I quote, WWE would be remiss if they did not sign Zilla Fatu at the very first opportunity to do so.
So what you're saying is the first signee in the return of the Paul Heyman administration would be one Zilla Fatu.
And who just happens to have a match Friday night.
He had the match Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, he's wrestling Thursday. That's true because he's wrestling Brody King.
But
that match with Kyrian is for everything. All titles are on the line.
Yeah, and he's not. When you put your titles on the line like that, that means you about to go somewhere else.
And listen to how Paul structured what he said. Malcolm asked him, do you think WWE is missing out on by not signing Zilla? Normally when Paul answers a questions like that, he does say, well, WWE would be remiss if they didn't sign blah, 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 right? But he said, WWE would be remiss if WWE didn't sign Zilla at the very first opportunity. If I'm listening to Paul and Paul got weight backstage, I'm sending a talent relation dude over to both them matches. And when Zilla drops all them titles, Zilla, I love you, but I need you to drop all them titles. When Zilla drop all them titles, have the contract ready. Have the contract ready and have him debut as Paul's first signee as general manager on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. Especially if Jacob's in a jam, and then someone shows up. They can revitalize that tag team they've been doing on the indies.
However,
but
and we'll talk about this when we get to Bloodline stuff. There's a couple steps that gotta happen.
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah, because also I saw an interview when Jacob was, he was still, when he was talking about Punk, I'm like, there's a civil war coming. If you ain't Paul Elysian, because the way he was harping on CM Punk because they asked him outside of Paul Heyman who has the best mic skills, and he's like, damn, I would say Punk, but I don't want to say it right now because what he said about my uncle. And it was like, and he alluded to like it's on site.
But he said it was on site with who? Him and who else? He said he got to see me and he got to see Solo.
Yeah, because Solo hasn't seen him yet. So he's already, and plus, Solo being told by Tama, which once again, he's a Tongan, that he sounded like Roman Reigns. It's like you always complain about your dad or your mom, and then when you grow up and someone else says, "Dang, you sound just like your dad and your mom," you're gonna get a little heat like, "Listen, shut up. Don't tell me that." So, yeah, you definitely, yeah. But anyway,
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to answer to it. I just want y'all. I want it to rest, marinate in your spirit.
In the show.
Why is it so bad to be like Roman?
I think at the time they tried to prove to themselves that they're better than Roman. Like, why does Roman has to be the one to lead this family? I can do it. I know I can do it. And they both failed. Him and Jay failed. But
this is now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Once it progresses, they're gonna be like, nah.
Solo still has to make good on something he promised. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. And I was there live when he was supposed to make that promise, but he didn't get a chance because the High Chief showed up.
Ooh, I can't wait till we talk.
The High Chief showed up, so he wasn't able to make his, declaration that he told Tama, if I lose this, you all gotta acknowledge Roman, because I'm gonna do it too. Mm-hmm. But back to what you were saying last year, and with Shinsuke being in his ear, sooner or later Tama is gonna be like, "This is my crew. This is my family." If he wanted to, he can tell JC Mateo to kick rocks.
He sure can, and he needs to get refrigerator Perry packed the hell up. Please, that man don't do nothing. He looked crazy in the makeup. First off, I can't
listen.
Somebody figured it out, and I can't unsee it.
Listen, that compact tank can do a backflip on command. Listen, I can't say nothing.
I'm not denying his finishing move. Devastating, but he don't do nothing. He don't do nothing. Why is you here? How did you get here?
Nobody's supposed to be here.
As far as Tama, I don't know if y'all caught his live, but Tama has some stuff to say about Solo.
Mm-hmm.
on his live, his workout live. Tama had some stuff to say about Solo.
And I'm pretty sure Solo's gonna be like, "Hey, I saw you on social media. You got something you want to say to me?" That's gonna get cracking on Friday.
Solo
That one was the YA6 costing him the championship. I called that one from the jump. That happened. Now.
Oh, should I say it? No, Don't look at me like that. No. Okay. Easter egg. Okay. It was dropped on Monday. Had to do with Tama, Tonga, and The Rock. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you talking about? Yeah, me and JoJo was pointing that out. The trucks. I noticed the trucks right off the bat. I'm like, why is he there? And why are the Tongas in the back?
And they were on the same side.
I don't want to see that damn broken promise. We already got to see him in some bad Brazilian bundles.
She gonna never let that mama
After
go.
After I say what I have to say, Nessa, I think you're gonna want to see them Brazilian.
She will. She will.
And I agree with. I'm gonna say the name, but we do need the Mateo from Lucha Underground. Now that dude.
Shoot, we need Mateo from United Empire.
True. Put a man.
We need Jeff Cobb.
That's who we need.
That.
Give me Jeff Cobb. I don't know why they changed his name, but I get it. They try to make him Samoan, but we need Jeff Cobb.
He ain't Samoan. He's Guamanian. Like, it pisses me off. Stop it. Stop. I can't take it.
Listen, I said they tried to make. I know the man ain't Samoan. I mean, listen, I know, but they trying to they trying to convince people of younger brain cells that he's Samoan.
The whole reason they brought him back, they scrapped that storyline, and then they didn't know what to do with him after that. He was supposed to come back and rekindle a rivalry with Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Which I was hyped to see.
Yes, because if you know, and if you've seen Jacob,
the enforcer versus the enforcer,
right? If you've seen Jacob versus Jeff Cobb, if you know the relationship between them,
they don't like each other.
He can't stand him.
They don't like each other. But Flace, we got little cuz here, obviously, Manos, you know what I'm saying? But arriving on the scene with a fresh backdrop. It's about time he got one. You know what I'm saying? With a fresh backdrop, you know what I'm saying? Clean faded all. The main event himself, John Watson. Listen, man.
I just got one question. I need to ask everyone in the audience. And
nope, we didn't. I just played.
I got one question to ask. Did you miss me?
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Because clearly Isaiah did. Did you miss me? Destanio mucho, Isaiah. Destanio mucho. Destanio mucho.
John.
Destanio mucho.
Say hi, Tro. Hi, Faith. Hi, Tro.
What's up? Hey, I take it. I take it.
Hi, Faith.
Oh, you got that one right. Shout out to the little one, man. Shout out to the little one.
Sorry, he was banging at the door.
What's going on, everybody?
Listen, man, we're in the middle of we was in the middle of multiple discussions. To be honest with you, what were we really originally talking about? Oh, the possibility of Paul Heyman being the SmackDown General Manager, and after talking to Faith here, that rumor it might carry some weight to it. So there's something we should look into post WrestleMania season, because we might get Nick Aldis taking off the suit. So we still might get Jacob and Drew for Mania, but then what we were saying, Backlash is on the horizon afterwards. We could get Nick Aldis and Drew in Florida, in Tampa.
I can see. Knowing that now that that's what you were saying is real, I mean, it could be real. It'd be good to see old Magnus throw the boots back on one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying?
So to Nessa's question earlier, is this a one and done thing with Nick Aldis? Because he still owes Randy a few receipts for them RKOs that he was getting all of 2025 as well.
Well, my question is, when he left NWA, had he officially retired from in-ring competition?
I don't think he announced any type of retirement. I think at the time he was like semi-retired. And I was telling Nessa, I don't think he's going to sign a WWE contract knowing that he's not going to wrestle again.
Because he had a neck issue, didn't he? Was it a neck issue when he left NWA?
I think
can't
so.
remember. I think it was a neck issue.
So.
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's healed now.
Yeah, I mean, he's been now? It's been 2-3 years now since he's been been on WWE television. So I wouldn't mind seeing Mr. See Mickey James's husband strap on the boots and one time for the one time. We know their history, obviously, and now you brought the kids into it. I mean,
yeah,
y'all don't learn. I mean, I need the Elegance brand, and Drew gonna have to learn, man. Stop, leave the kids out of this, man. We all know the kids. Leave the kids out of it. I mean,
Elegant brand took a little step too far.
Yeah.
Kind of kidnapped the kid, but anyway. Mickey don't play about. Mickey still fight. She can fight.
That's just what I said when the first thing I tweeted when Drew mentioned Donovan, I was like, yeah, Mickey James is on line one.
And Nessa was like, she needs to know Drew McIntyre's wife can fight.
Yeah.
I don't think she can.
Fight.
Even if she can, you fight an angry country woman. Listen. That woman can fight in cowboy boots and heels if she wants to.
Exactly.
Hardcore country.
Listen.
And by the way, all this should have got Randy before Randy woke up. All this don't want them problems now.
I mean, but it'd be a good another like babyface type of person to go against Randy. I was even saying give him a championship match against Randy. He ain't got to beat Randy, but give him one last shot at the big gold.
That's just he knock it off. Something he can knock off the bucket list. He got to ring to Randy Orton.
You said give him a championship match against Randy.
That means Randy is winning because Randy is
not
interesting.
Why not? No.
Listen.
This is
whether it's Randy, whether it's Cody, give that man a championship match.
No, don't do that. Randy is winning.
Yeah,
Nessa, if there's one thing we know about WWE around this time,
nothing.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be intense, but nothing's never set in stone.
Nothing.
You know what?
Nothing.
I think the best way to describe both of the title matches, they'll be jaw dropping.
Absolutely. Unpredictable.
Because we were saying also with Paul Heyman potentially taking over SmackDown without Vince being in the way, Paul will have more control to actually use his mind the way he wants it. And possibly, John, me and Faith and Ness was talking about this, he can possibly have Zilla as his first signee. Especially if Jacob's in the bind.
I don't think him on that interview dropping Zilla's name was not unintentional.
It's never unintentional.
It's not unintentional. I mean, like I say this about me, how we talk about Braun, how sometimes he don't leave crumbs. He just leaves the whole damn loaf of bread on the floor. Paul Heyman does that with certain things he said. Like Jordan Grace would be the perfect Paul Heyman girl, huh? Come on now.
Listen, if there's any female on that roster that needs Paul Heyman's guidance, it is Jordan Grace.
Yeah, he know what he's doing. He's stirring up the pot. He's stirring up the pot. He's getting the stir fried ready.
She gonna be a beast if she works with Paul Heyman, dude. That woman. So she's gonna be a beast, man.
Also, Paul, after he's done, and I heard something you said earlier, Trill. You said, how can it happen when he's still with the Vision and the advocate for Brock?
Mm-hmm.
Paul isn't the advocate for Brock. Paul is using Brock for a end to a means.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's more of a business now, as opposed to being an advocate. Because like when Brock came back, he told Paul, "Yo, we need to talk. We should chat." So yeah, they're not bedfellows anymore like that anymore. It's more of a business deal now. So, and with Paul Heyman on SmackDown, who's to say can't make that call? And hey, Brock, what you doing on Friday? Nothing.
He could do the same thing with them.
Yeah, bring him over.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Vision, Braun Breaker is reportedly, on his way to the PC.
He was there Monday.
As of Monday Night Raw, he was at the PC. So we might get Braun Breaker in time for Vegas with him and Seth Rollins.
I'm glad you went there. I don't think that is not a coincidence that Paul Heyman wanted that match to be a street fight.
Ooh.
I don't think that was not a coincidence. And then we find out that Seth Rollins, he has a restraining order on Seth Rollins. He gaslit Seth with those comments about Rue, and he knows Seth is. This is
It's gonna snap.
This is Vince versus Austin. This is from the Vince versus Austin promo class. He knows Seth is going to go back one more time, and it would not shock me.
He's gonna set that trap for the dog.
And the dog's going to be leashed off the chain in the Mecca. The Mecca, Boston. I said it. The Mecca. Boston. famous arena.
I said before you, I said fuck Boston for you.
But you see how you see how it hits different because
most famous arena. My nuts. Out of here. Excuse me, ladies.
It's in the soul.
I ain't got no problem with it.
How you think I felt seeing Joe Mazzulla and Derek White sitting behind Michael Cole and Corey Graves? That was
all athletes do that.
I know, but still,
I get it. Yes, Faith.
Boston, dude.
This is what I needed on Monday.
Just breathe, cousin. Breathe.
I got you guys. Trust me. Still helping the senior citizen for the last hour.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Not you. I was just helping the senior citizen for the last hour. I'm calm. I'm calm. So I'm calm.
Don't do your uncle like that, man.
Hey, man. Do you want moms to come on here? She can vouch for me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Touche.
Can I point something out?
Yes, ma'am.
I see where y'all going, and I'm flowing with y'all. As soon as I heard Street Fight, I was like, "Yep, shenanigans all day." Michael Cole made it a point to say something as Seth was being walked out of the arena.
Which was?
Michael Cole said that Seth had no idea about the restraining order and was just finding out about it there tonight on Raw.
That's right.
You know why Seth wasn't worried about them cops?
Those cops were on the Seth Rollins payroll?
No. If Seth didn't know about the restraining order, that means he was never served.
Mm-hmm. Which means he has no hold. There's no hold to it.
Which means he's gonna be in the Mecca next week.
That means he got that belt.
He got bailed out.
Becky bailed him
quickly.
out. Becky bailed him out in 5 minutes.
Yep.
Because Becky has what? What were they building all through Becky's IC title reign? Her lawyers, her group of lawyers, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out.
While on the side, she was handling some other type of business to get. And plus, let's say Seth and Braun are not 100%. That street fight would be the best thing because in the street fight, there's not a lot of wrestling moves. They're just fighting.
Yep.
You throw the Vision in there.
Shit in it.
Excuse me. The dog comes down there, hits a couple spears, and then boom.
We have to remember what Becky told Paul. She gave him a warning.
Sure did. Talk
Ain't
about it.
no way in hell Seth is about to let the Vision walk out with them tag titles.
Oh, you better.
Who's his team he's picking, or who's his partner gonna be?
Why he need a partner? He got a whole Foot Clan.
The Putty Patrol.
Shout out to Shredder.
Got the whole putty patrol. So you can
Ain't
pick.
they been stumping people for like 3 months now? 2 months now?
Mhm.
Oh, just like the
Well-
Yankees did the Giants tonight.
Facts.
Listen, like, oh, Frisco, huh?
Jay, I love you. Jacob, I love you. I'm not going to because I know that's the family team. But if I said it to Liv Morgan and Raquel, I got to say it to y'all. Take ugly ass Giant stuff off, dude. I'm sorry. Jameis, you too.
That's how I felt.
Ugly-ass Giants,
Hey,
man.
you
Ugly-ass
know,
Giants,
you know
man.
what? You know
Oh,
what though?
that's Giants.
I will say this though. I'd rather see them in the Giants uniform than a Padres.
Damn right. Man, that would have been that's the one big strike on Dominic Mysterio. Oh, I got to ref for the Padres. But
Can I
but
point
I gotta give Jay props. Threw out a good first pitch. So I got him Ooze props. He didn't Stephen A that thing. Go ahead, Faith.
I want to point out something. It was promoted and has been promoted as the Usos being at
Yeah, I noticed that.
Like,
And it was just
a
Jay and
Uso
it was
and a
Jay and Jacob. That's crazy, right?
You
Jim got
gotta wonder where's Jimmy. Like
Was
Jimmy
Jimmy-
never missed an appearance. Where's Jimmy? I can
And
tell you where
Jimmy's-
Jimmy's at.
I guarantee Jimmy's back in Florida.
And Jimmy has the and as much as I hate it, his merch is the Giants colors.
and it's a baseball jersey.
So why wouldn't Jimmy show up? Could it have something to do with maybe Jay's hot-headed ass saying, I don't give a damn about them tag titles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't a good look. That wasn't a good look.
Can we skip to that? Let's get into that. Let's skip all of it. Let's talk about this shit.
Before we go to there, I need to
Yeah.
know: did we address Baddies 2.0?
Nope, and that's what I was trying to get
Let's
to.
talk about that.
That's what I was trying to-
Okay. Just want to make sure that's what we went. That's the only thing I didn't want to miss. I can handle anything else, but I didn't want to miss that.
Yeah, so the bloodline that could be held at the end because there's two parts of that bloodline discussion. One with Jay being the knockout artist, and what happened at the end there. But as John alluded, there's we got some new baddies in WWE,
Bad bitch with a bad.
and Jay Cargill and her toilet seat neck brace pretty much recruited B-Fab and Michin after stomping a mole in both of these women and supposedly injuring them on the European tour. Now I'm starting to wonder, were these injuries even legit? Was this part of the plan?
I didn't think of that.
You know what I'm saying? Was it part of the plan? Oh, I can't compete. Oh, wait, I can't compete either. I'm hurt. And then they just show up like a month or so later and teasing, they're going to jump her. And then Rhea was like, oh, I got some backup. Nope. Mommy got put down
But
and
it's
beat down.
that walkout, that scene when you saw B-Fab talking to Jay, they was too freaking comfortable. And then they walked out together, and I was like, hold the heck up.
That was a sign right there, because I'm like, I thought B-Fab was going to turn on Michin.
That's what I thought too.
But now, since it all makes sense, Michin keeps showing up with the kendo stick. Only hits her once with the kendo stick during the entire segments they have, and the rest of the time, it's just teasing. Oh, you want to see us.
Mm-hmm.
They saw each other all right. Before we get to that, I got a question for. Well, I don't know if Nessa can answer this because she's never watched. Faith, I'm going to assume you did. Which baddie section was better?
So
The one from AEW with Layla Gray. I am not discounting Kiera Hogan, but I think Layla Gray was a better fit than Kiera Hogan. Layla Gray and Red Velvet, or B-Fab and Michin.
I let Faith go because my answer is
Fab and
easy.
Michin.
Yeah.
You
Easy
know it's
work.
Hey,
this. It's like they're literally taking AEW's playbook, because when she had the baddies over there, she was a TBS champ.
Mm-hmm.
WWE, she's a WWE Women's Champion.
Uh-huh.
All 4 women she has beaten down one by one and they wind up joining her.
That's right.
So, Faith, I'm gonna ask you, what are your thoughts on the WWE's version, as John likes to call it, the Baddies 2.0? And does it change your mind on that championship match at WrestleMania?
Yeah. Yes, it does. And I'll explain. So first off, I love everything about this. And I would keep my eye on BFAB. I would keep my eye on BFAB.
Put that picture back up.
Exactly. Nesta, you saw it. You saw it.
Put
Not
that picture
that
back
one. Yeah, that one. And then put up the other one too. What's she looking at?
She's looking at the title.
BFAB.
Alliance of Convenience.
Yep, Alliance of Convenience. She ain't dumb. She want that title. Whether Bianca comes back and get that title, I guarantee you we gonna see.
She's gonna be in a championship match sooner down the road. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's why I love it. There's some fresh storytelling here. Then you got Michin. Michin ain't about to be like, hold on, I ain't your stepping stone. I want the title too.
I like this because it tells me that WWE is not giving up on Jade. Now she's getting reinforcements. She can have people do her dirty work. They can have like some, like trios matches if they want to. But now she has a henchman. So that pretty much tells me that they're really going to save Jade for a possible Bianca Belair return for that championship.
But even if it's not built for that, they're still putting her in that position of how she keeps saying it. I'm that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why. But the whole point of this, because even Michin said, don't act like I forgot. This is exactly why. The whole point of this is it's my enemy of thy enemy is my friend.
I'm gonna say this. Number one, watch out for the quiet ones. And BFAB is definitely the quiet one. Number two, I agree with you, Trail. They are showing that they're not giving up on her, even though she may have made some or broke some fourth wall things. Especially with the Charlotte's entrance, that was not supposed to be part of the show. She messed up there. And then she messed up calling out Rhea about going to creative. And I said this when I was on Main Event Mamas. I don't think Jade fully understands the politicking of WWE when it comes backstage. Now, do I think that BFAB and Michin being a part of this, is this going to affect the Mania match? I have to say, yeah. Because who does Rhea have? I think Io going to be busy with Asuka at Mania. So there goes Io. Rhea don't have no friends on SmackDown. The only person I can think of is Tiffy Time, possibly.
I doubt it.
There's a small possibility.
But she might be busy herself.
She might be going after the United States Championship if Kiana James doesn't do it first.
But this is the other reason why I love it. I was so bummed out. And I know we talked about this and I was defending Jimmy. He had to go and be potent, okay? He had to go and be potent and messed up a couple things that were in the making. And one of those things I have been waiting for since 2021, 2022 is a female bloodline. What is happening now was supposed to be Naomi forming the female bloodline. But
I mean, it would have been her and Naya's tag team champions and now Lash.
No. It would have been Naomi with the title. Nia and Lash would have been a part of it as tag team. They would have pulled up PJ Vasa because there were talks about her being a part of it. And there were serious discussions about the Tonga twins.
That could still happen.
You can't. When Naomi gets back.
We still gotta wait.
Because
Hey, man,
remember,
listen.
she gave up the title. She definitely coming back for it,
Mhm.
breastfeeding and all. But
Oh.
I do like that we are getting a female faction.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
something fresh, it's something new, and it's because what are all the females on SmackDown doing? They all in goddamn tag teams. Why?
Yeah.
Thank you
Why?
for saying that. And again, this is what I said earlier. Now it solidifies BFAB and Michin as an actual tag team because they
Mhm.
can go after those tag titles.
Mhm. And then you have the baddie section full of gold.
Yep.
Can they
So-
just bring that the real baddie section?
See,
I'm sorry.
John, your baddie's sitting up top of you, so relax.
She knows. She knows. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with having a little eye candy in the crowd, for the masses. Not everyone can be so lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Jade has been calling them out.
She said, yeah, she's been online. Like, where y'all at? Where the baddies at? Where the baddies at? Where the baddies at?
I don't think these the only baddies. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Oh no!
Yeah.
If she, I can see WWE literally bringing in the baddie section.
NXT.
So who you?
I can see Jada Parker in the crowd in the baddie section. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. I can see that.
Did anybody know that Jada is having a match at MSG?
Yep.
Money Jordan.
Yep.
Would you like me to say that out loud for you?
Yep.
Listen,
Hey,
after her and Kalani Jordan beat the hell out of each other, I can see them put them to the main roster as part of the baddies.
Ding, ding, ding.
and
We're
shout
like,
out
these
to
girls can't stand each other, but they know what the business is, and they y'all want to be part of the baddie crew because they want to get see. And both of them, Kalani Jordan definitely now has the attitude of being a baddie.
And Bully Ray, I need you to shut up. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
I mean, sometimes he says good stuff. What do you say?
No,
Look.
he ain't say nothing good to
He's
her.
asking, and I get what she's saying, and I heard Lovely tweet about it too. You don't have to be, just because you smile does not mean you don't have attitude.
Thank you.
Oh, that.
And that's where I was like, why? What does it matter? The whole
we-
point is you think that I'm so
Everybody.
innocent. You think that I'm this bubbly gum. And then when I come and attack your ass, you gonna know for real. I don't need to be frowning and shit all the time. For what?
It's called leading people into a false sense of security.
Thank you.
I'm smiling at you 1 minute, and then you waking up on the floor the next.
Look, I grew up. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. Magic Johnson had the $1 million smile, but when he stepped on the court against the Celtics or the Pistons, he was ready to rip their freaking hearts out.
Thank you.
Perfect segue.
This is, yeah.
Go ahead, Nelson. This is what.
This is why you don't judge
But I have
books
a
by
thing.
your covers.
But here's my thing I want to say about the baddies, and I'm gonna leave it to the floor to the entire panel for this. Who's one of Michin's mentors?
Sheldon.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm talking about someone who's about to be immortalized. Phenomenal.
AJ.
Right. Where does BFAB train at?
The dungeon.
The dungeon.
There's no excuse for Jade not to use that resource.
Except for there may be some beef between Jade and Natty.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you gotta like, in the words of like Kaz was saying with her and Rhea, take the freaking meeting. And look, take the meeting, talk this out, listen, be willing to listen.
It's not that. Also, like what Myers was saying, you gotta have that mindset, that heart, that to step foot through her doors.
Exactly.
And if she sees you ain't got that, why set up a meeting?
And look at a couple things. When Natty had her birthday party, who wasn't there? Jade wasn't invited.
She gotta earn her way to the dungeon.
I
She
see.
better going to the PC.
I see where Lonnie's coming from though, because you utilize,
Yeah, I mean you would, but if they don't think you, if Look how she's carrying herself.
I get
Yeah.
that part too. I get it. There's both ways to it because obviously, if you want to be part of the dungeon, she got to see something in you. You got to come correct because if you guys don't remember watching Total Divas, if you ain't coming correct with Natty, you ain't about.
I'm just saying it
And
needs
there's
to be.
2 of them that didn't come correct with her, and do we see them ever?
No.
Look what the dungeon. Look what the dungeon has done so much for BFAB.
Exactly.
Yeah, but BFAB goes there hungry.
I know. Sometimes you gotta fall before you rise, and I know Jade has pretty much she's in her bag. They gave her the green light to the roster because of her name. Her name carried weight because of she looks like a freaking superhero.
She does.
But like you've heard, we've all said it. People in the network have said it. She would have benefited from a minute in dominating NXT just to go up there because look, it didn't hurt Jordan Grace.
Mm.
I mean,
And this is also a
Dom
byproduct.
was
This
for a
is
big
also a byproduct of coming from a company that doesn't really have structure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unlike
So it's not entirely her fault.
I know. It's not.
She wasn't taught correctly in AEW. WWE fast tracked her to the main roster instead of having her work with Sean a little bit. Have her work with Matt Bloom. Have her work with Finley, Regal, all the lady legends that are trainers down there.
And now Jazz is down there.
Yeah.
You know what Jazz could do for her?
And there's been a few times Natty has stepped foot in the PC. She could have already been working with Natty. She probably would have been in the dungeon by now.
Exactly. I don't
She
think
has to earn herself.
I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. But I'm like this, man. If BFAB could broker a peace treaty between them two, there's no way you should not be using that resource. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah. But to me, it makes zero sense for you to let your ego get in the way instead of seeing that you could be a part of something special. If Liv Morgan's down there, why the heck aren't you down there?
Well, and
Liv Morgan came from NXT too, so she knows about to come up.
Exactly.
Here's the other part with Jade, and I'm trying to find both of the videos. And I know I will. I just got to remember. There was an interview, and it wasn't a super long interview with both Naomi and Bianca. Not at the same time, separate interviews, separate time. And Bianca said that Jade was extremely difficult to work with. That's a problem when one of the top women, because don't get it twisted, Bianca is up there. She's
one of the faces.
Don't worry. I gotta. This will not be the last time you hear her name on the show tonight.
Faith, can you repeat what you said that Bianca said, please?
Jade is very difficult to work with.
So she has a reason to get her pushed into a car. Okay, thank you.
I love you. Because I was going to bring that up.
We have no proof of that.
Naomi, who
you gotta live a full circle moment, people.
We have no proof of that.
Yeah, we do. Naomi, who also
you just is
a highly respected woman in the women's locker room, also said Jade was extremely difficult to work with at times and would not listen to direction, which we saw come out in the matches.
I get now the persona that she's doing. You can definitely tell that it's something that she truly feels that's what she is. There are times where you truly need to humble yourself. Because you're not producing a product that you feel is top. That's why no one is excited about your WrestleMania match. They had to bring Rhea Ripley in to get people excited for your WrestleMania moment.
And now Rhea might take that pin.
And I'm glad, and also I'm just happy that B-Fab and Michi are going to have.
Thank you. Exactly. They're on TV.
They're going to be on TV, and they're going to have a
WrestleMania
moment.
Yep.
And they're going to have a WrestleMania moment because I'm expecting all-out shenanigans now that they've sided with her.
And like they said, she ain't got no backup.
No.
For me, that match, I felt like it was like, have we talked about it? It could have gone either way. Either Jade won or Jade lost, right? Now I feel like it's gonna lean more for Jade keeping the title.
Mm-hmm.
And then
give her an actual title reign.
Yeah.
And this might be a good reason why we're not getting her versus Charlotte Flair yet.
They're saving that.
Mm-hmm.
It might be SummerSlam.
Let's see what you can do with Rhea first. Then we let you. Then you can come pray. Then you can come bow to at the Queen's throne.
Right. And if Jay hasn't learned from her past as champion, they're gonna hit that emergency button and have Charlotte Flair make history anyway.
Yep.
By getting one step closer to tying her father. Mm-hmm. So just kill two birds with one stone. And who outside of Rhea, who else can carry that championship? Not named Bianca Belair? Charlotte
Flair.
Who's been out of the title game for like what, 2 years now?
Yeah. Three. Well, you say her last title reign was WrestleMania 39, which means you were at.
So 3 years.
Lost to Rhea Ripley.
She's been out of the title game for 3 years now. Almost the same length of time as Roman.
Crazy, right?
Listen. But speaking of ripping hearts out and throats and all that stuff, one of the matches that I'm low-key most excited the most this one here.
Each other apart.
Talk about on site.
This feud that literally no one else is really paying attention to outside of us is one of the biggest feuds on Monday night. Liv and Stephanie.
Ooh.
I didn't think it was gonna be this good, but this is helping Stephanie as champion as well because it's making her look good.
It is.
Liv is
I'm telling.
Liv is elevating.
Oh boy. Huh? You did say Raquel, dog. You did say Raquel off most.
You almost caught Stephanie Raquel, and I'm telling. I'm telling.
Wait a minute. That's what happened. That's what happens when you can't manage your women.
Happens to the best of us.
Shut up.
Happens to the best of us.
I'm no better, Jonathan.
Talk about first full circle moments. It happens to the best of us.
It'll make you sound no better, Jonathan.
I'm still saying. I'm just glad to see.
Hey, at least both of them are Latinas. But anyway,
and that's how you made the mistake. That's how you made the mistake. I get it.
At least they both Latinas. Anywho,
see.
But but yeah, I'm so excited for this match, man. Like that's just gonna be a whole lot of fun. Cause as much as we were saying that it could go Rhea, it could go Jade, this can go Liv. It can also go Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if Steph gets a long title reign and Naomi comes back and they've been teasing her and Stephanie. We never got that match.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi could come back and beat her for that title.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your thoughts, Faith, when pretty much Liv was coming out with Dom, everything was, roses, and Stephanie just came out that and just start and basically whooped that ass, and they would just fight. They fought all the way in gorilla in the back.
Look, we on the road to WrestleMania, baby. We on the road to WrestleMania. It better be some hands throwing. It better be some action moving. It better be some beating a bitch to the white meat. It better
literally.
Because that's literally what happened on Monday. I was like, Liv, god dang, girl. She threw Stephanie into that. It went black, okay?
I was like, damn, is Steph okay? They just kept fighting.
They went in a gorilla, and I had to rewatch it twice because I was like, ain't no way Liv did that. Stephanie had to be on strings or something. She threw Stephanie down that whole row of chairs. Like she was a sack of potatoes. Like she wasn't nothing. You know what flashback I had when I saw that? And that's how I love you. I love you. But the flashback I had
Oh,
was
I know where
the
she's
Roman
going.
Dominic
Don't-
out of the ring.
Throw him out the club. She threw him out the club. Threw him out the club. Oh
I
no.
remember.
I was like, Liv, this is personal. Liv.
It was that moment that me and Roman Reigns had problems.
Then Stephanie came back and powerbombed.
Yeah,
I was like,
I heard
Yeah.
that thud. I heard that thud from here. I was like, "Ugh, that looked like it hurt it."
Yeah.
Hey, Face. What would you say? That was Sean. What you say? He threw him out the club. Threw him out the
Yeah.
club like.
R.I.P. Uncle Phil. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff.
Oh man, I was like, that boy ain't gonna be the same, and he haven't crossed Roman Reigns since.
No,
Please
he
let it
hasn't.
stay that way. Please let it stay that way.
Alright.
He tried. He tried at Money in the Bank, remember?
Well, no, he
No,
tried.
Rumble.
He tried at
Sorry. It was at one of them I was at.
And how that turned out.
Shush.
Exactly. But
I was in my chair talking about run.
I was not real excited about this until Raw on Monday.
Oh, really?
Really?
I Liv, yeah, great in the ring. Stephanie, great in the ring. I was looking for that it moment. We, like I said, we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
That little segment where Stephanie was cussing Liv out, I was like, ooh, this is good. But you want that it moment on the road to WrestleMania. That moment that defines that match. For example, Jay and Gunther. That build was dry as a 90-year-old virgin, just dry. It was just dry and crusted. Okay, it was dry and crusted. But until Jimmy got busted open and that whole thing happened, and that was that it moment.
Mm-hmm.
What happened on Monday for me with Liv and Stephanie, that was a beautiful it moment.
That was definitely on site.
I'm not gonna lie, I agree, because again, we got to that point where she won, and then she's deciding, she's talking shit, she's doing this. So they did their talking. Now again, like I said, it's on site.
Right.
It's on site. And that's all we're gonna get until then.
You know who's having too much fun in this segment outside of me? This mofo.
This dude.
Yeah, he is.
How?
He always finds his way in the greatest compromising positions of all of any man. Like
Becky did it.
In that position.
Listen,
Becky slapped the hell out of him.
like this like he had arms all over Steph.
That man's left side is numb. I know it's numb. Because that's where they go every time. It's his left side. Like,
He must have said that was his best side or something.
But Trell, I see what you're saying too.
no, but
Having too much fun. Too much fun.
They always
Too much fun.
go after Dom. Them women always putting their hands on Dom. That's because he's dirty Dom. They get entrenched by that mullet and that mustache.
I'm not gonna say.
They don't know what to do. They smell that Pantene Pro V and that cocoa butter, that shea butter that's all on his skin, and it's soft. He's soft. He's soft to the touch, you know. And the hair, when you touch the hair, it just glides. They just want a little touch of that.
He smell good, like for real, for real.
I know he do. I ain't never met him, but I know.
The embrace.
She forgot she had a man. But anyway,
Who cares?
Listen, hey, he says who cares, but let there be a La Hydra meet and greet.
I'll be the first nigga in line. I'll tell you that much.
And who's gonna be right behind him?
You?
Exactly.
I'll be third.
Ain't
I'm
right.
The big
right
three
there.
being live for life.
Ain't right. Ain't gonna be
Did
no.
you guys say for your birthday we're gonna do a Los Toxicas theme? Like,
Don't.
come on now.
Boy, yeah, you do not threaten me with a good time.
Oh Lord, the cheekbones out.
Oh, the Cosby grin is out.
I know you. Hey, do not go there, Faith.
Back to the pudding pops all over again.
We ain't going there. Offer when the Jello pudding dog. That's what you're. Come on now. Time when I'm knocking the boots, dog. Okay, that's you. Back to the show.
I wish I never typed pudding pops. Okay.
Hey, I was done. I was done.
And you know what? That's a face shout out the only Johns on Tuesday too.
I sure
Yeah.
did.
Hey, you know what? Y'all ain't right.
Hey man, listen, we was talking about the death of OnlyFans CEO, and then Faith was like, "Yeah, we wouldn't have got the only John." Oh, well,
No, what I said was my condolences to his friends and the John, because the founder of his Only Johns had passed away.
Yeah, and I still ain't got my royalties yet. See?
I'm pretty sure Ness would give you your awards.
I said royalties.
I said what I said.
You better be in the will. Let me shut up. By the way, how you think his will? How you think his will? How you think his will looks? Was he married? Was he
well,
married?
who's gonna get the OnlyFans chain?
I was like, his wife, they better have either a good prenup or she getting a lot of money.
Really,
you would think she's getting that money. You would think
that's definitely that's a $1 billion empire. So it has, unless he has kids,
she better have gave it to him good. Because if not, whoever was is gonna get all that money.
Did he go buy OnlyFans?
Who?
And he gonna change the name from OnlyFans to Oily Fans.
No.
Baby oil is gonna be.
Look, Beatrice saw enough of that at House of Glory. We don't need to relive that again.
That's gonna be the special section of Oily Fans. He gonna have a premium rate, and the package is gonna be called House of Glory.
No. Calling the premium the House of Glory.
Trail, let me stop.
This is insane. This is diabolical. I thought I was diabolical.
What I said earlier was, again, this is the on-site part of this Road to WrestleMania, and I love it because in reality, there are no rules to a fucking fight. So you're gonna do what you're gonna do to make sure it stays down. So yeah, she got thrown into the Tron. And again, I have flashbacks because I did this shit. And she's slamming her head on the damn wall.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes.
She said, I did that to a few bitches too.
She threw her, but then here comes Stephanie's like, I got you too. Boom, boom, like, and Stephanie. When do you ever see Stephanie sneak attack somebody? Stephanie is ready. Stephanie is ready. She's never snuck attack. She'll come out and distract, but she full on snaked her.
Loved every part of it.
Stephanie is over. She said, "I'm done. Let's do this. Let's get it on."
Should have never called her puta. But anyway, all that for being called a puta.
And I said it earlier. Y'all gotta remember, we got a Latina, and you got an Italiana. And Angel said it best. Liv is also from Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
She got that spice to her, and I said she's an honorary Mexican. Then you got the Latina.
That bitch knows how to drink.
There's no this. There's no there or this. When it comes to fighting.
And then them Jersey girls, they know how to drink. Speaking of that,
I need that.
Listen,
stipulation.
Raquel, sweetheart, Victoria.
Oh no.
Ma'am, listen, you're a 6-foot Mexicana, Amazona, all that above. Why are you at the basketball game and you let Liv Morgan outdrink you? I mean, Liv Morgan chugged that beer to the head like it was nobody's business, and this girl stopped midway and was like, nope, I'm done.
That's because Liv Morgan ain't got no gag reflex anyway.
That's what he's...
I mean,
that does explain a lot because her gills were definitely working on that cup. But still, I get it. Maybe tequila is your thing, but ma'am, you are 6 feet tall. Why you let that little lady outdrink you on national television?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I was embarrassed.
I don't even like beer like that, and that still hurted my soul.
I was embarrassed with them wearing them ugly ass shelter covers.
Okay, we're gonna get off of that for a second.
You had to.
That's probably why she wasn't able to chug wearing that dang Celtic green. Get out of here.
Like, come on, Raquel. I mean, do you need any more reason to not like Liv? I mean, she's taking your title shot. She might win a championship that you haven't won yet.
She outmet.
And she can drink beer better than you.
She outmet-skinned you.
That's the main one right there. That is the main one right there.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get it together.
She is not gonna be able to go back to the Gente.
But I told you,
and that's why you're a side chick.
An honorary Mexican a while back. So
Trill.
What did you say?
Nothing. Anyway.
Oh no, I heard what
Listen,
wow.
everybody got their roles, and that's why they have them. Anyway, I don't make the rules.
Oh my God.
There's levels.
And this is why you almost called your side chick's name.
The main chick.
Anyway, you're gonna have us on another playlist on like we did that one episode. Shout
out to R&B.
But speaking of by any means and making sure that person stay down.
Oh, yes.
Okay. J.
Listen.
I'm here. I was here for that because they needed that.
This
goes Frazier.
This man, LA Knight, showed up on the scene. Which, mind you, if you haven't seen the censored clip,
oh my God,
when LA Knight made a scene, if you wonder what took him so long to get on camera, this man hopped over the barricade and busted his ass.
Show did.
This dude, my goodness, man.
And then,
that's why y'all white men can't jump.
Well, don't tell Austin Reeves that. But anyway,
he's an exception. Shout out to AR.
But he busted his ass, gave Jay the nuts that was supposedly was for Logan Paul. I don't know why, but I thought Jay was gonna be like, what you doing here? I didn't ask for your help. He was like, and knocked out Austin Theory. Then when they got the disqualification, he was like, you know what? Pow! Knocked Logan Paul out too.
You forgot it was walking away. He ran back. He ran that shit back.
He ran back and was like, cacao. Listen, Jay Uso set the tone for what would happen later on in the night. But we're finally, we always said Jay was crashing out. But we getting that right-hand man, Jay Uso, but it's still not the same right-hand man from 2021. The one that's trying to outshine Roman, trying to prove that, I love you, cousin. Let me handle this. When you're not asked to do it. Now it's like he knows his place. And he's still going to be Roman's right-hand man because the man was a cheerleader. He became a cheerleader later on that night as well when, the man got. When I heard him call him by Joe.
That caught me off guard right there. That was what got me.
Hold up. Let's back it up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You said he knows his place. Are you sure he knows his place? Because it didn't look like he knew his place.
Listen to what I'm saying. He knows his place. In his mind, you know, he's still gonna be thinking
Again,
like he's Roman. So he's still gonna have his own agenda. I still think the man's still gonna have his own agenda no matter what.
I was like,
But
because we don't know nobody's place
yeah,
right now. He walked out there talking about fuck them tag titles, and I want that. Let's get this match right now.
you think where's Roman? He's not even here, but I'm here. I was like, wow, you still that part of Jay is still there. I mean, he's letting his emotions get the best of him. But I love how when Roman came out, it wasn't the usual, you know, get your ass out my ring. He's like, I'm gonna say as respectfully as I can. Get your brother, get out my ring. Y'all had y'all tag team match. This is me. This is me. So
I would
Faith,
have went differently if Jimmy wasn't there.
I think Jay still would have left. But then Punk would have said something and Jay still would have turned right around and said F all that and still would have went for Punk. Even his big brother can't stop him.
CM Punk played his part beautifully.
He did perfectly. When he saw everyone coming out, he had that big smile like, yep, this is all coming to plan. Like, you guys are just proving my point.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do this on your own. But at the end of the day, Roman's going to do it on his own. Faith?
Okay, I was waiting patiently.
Patiently waiting for a track to explode on.
So
Dale did.
I'll start with the knockout. Theory, feel bad for you. Logan Paul, you deserve that. That is payback from like 3-4 years ago
Mm-hmm.
when Logan Paul knocked Jay out.
Mm-hmm.
Jay ain't never forgot. He hit, if you go back and
He
watch
hit him
that,
harder than he hit Theory.
he hit Logan. He said he went back to his ancestors and came with that hit. I'm gonna say this: a couple things that y'all hit on. Yeah, Jay's crashing out. Yeah, it looks like he's the right hand man. Yes, not the right hand man of Days of Old. None of the bloodline is going to be the bloodline of Days of Old. Yeah, Jay didn't listen to Jimmy. Yeah, Jay went after Punk. Yeah, Jay said, "Where's Roman? He ain't out here, but I am." Yeah, Jay said, "You know, I don't give a damn about the tag titles." Number one, he didn't give a damn about them tag titles at that time because Punk, as y'all said, played it beautifully. He dangled. Let me go back. Everything that happened to Punk that night was pre-planned. It was pre-planned. It was strategy.
He knew he was going to get his ass whooped.
Mm-hmm. No. It was pre-planned by a member of the family.
Oh.
Talk about the family.
It was pre-planned by Jimmy Uso. You want the proof? Let me give you the proof. We see a backstage segment where Jimmy, Jay, and LA Knight are walking, and they're talking about LA Knight coming out there. And LA Knight says, "Yeah, Jay, I thought you was at least gonna hide the nuts." And Jay's like, "I ain't hiding nothing no more.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hiding nothing more." Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back a little bit further because I gotta tie this all together. As they're walking up, we see God in the background on one of the trucks. Jay looks up at the other truck. He sees The Rock's picture. He takes his ring tape off. He frowns up his face at The Rock's picture and he throws the tape at The Rock's face. Meanwhile, Jimmy's talking to LA Knight. Jay is off to the side, and who do they keep in frame with The Rock's picture? Jimmy. And then what does Jimmy do? He does the people's eyebrow. And I'm gonna tie this all up. Okay. Then Jimmy and Jay and LA Knight, Jay says, "Look, you disrespect this family, there's consequences." That's when Jimmy did the people's eyebrow and said, "True." LA Knights being there goes back to the week before, where LA Knight said, "If y'all trying to bring back the bloodline, I can't let that happen." So what's the best way for LA Knight to try to keep track on that? Act like he's helping them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you notice he hit the eyebrow too?
So, but he doing that because he trolling, because they say he's the White Rock or whatever.
Yeah, that's what's funny. And he's smart.
Yeah.
Before Jimmy off, what did Jimmy tell Knight? He said, just like Punk's gonna find out tonight, you don't, or I mind how you talk when you speak about our family. Jimmy knew Punk was getting packed up because it was already planned. Why say that to LA Knight? Just like Punk's gonna find out. It was already pre-planned. And Jimmy, I believe, is the one that pre-planned it. Then you go out to the ring, you have that whole segment, that whole interaction. Then we get to see Jimmy come in the ring and tell his brother, yo, keep your head cool. When your head ain't cool, you get emotional, you do stuff, you see red. He's like, I know what this food did, but let the OTC handle him.
You're fucking up the plan.
So Jimmy's giving wisdom to LA Knight by telling him, if you don't want to be like Punk, mind what you say about my family. Right before Punk went out to the ring, we see Jimmy again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy tells Punk, hey, heads up, I'd mind what you say. My brother's on a warpath.
Yup.
He then gave wisdom again. Jimmy goes out to the ring, tells his brother, hey, you got to cool down. When you don't, you see red, you go crazy. Let the OTC handle this fool at Mania. Jimmy, third time, gives wisdom. Roman comes out. Roman tells him, hey, get your brother, get out the ring. Get out my ring. Jimmy's like, okay, cool. Punk knew what he was doing. He pushed Jay's button because the whole time that Punk was cutting his promo, who was he dogging on? Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Jay goes over. He gets hands put on him. Jimmy goes over. He gets hands put on him. And split second, Roman punches Punk in the back of the head. We see Jimmy get Jay out the ring. They waiting on Roman. I don't know if y'all heard what Jimmy said while they were standing outside that ring. Jimmy said, yeah, Oos, come on. Wait till Mania. That's the fourth time in that night that Jimmy has tried to give wisdom and advice and advise the people in his family and the outsiders on what to do and what not to do. Then we hear Jay say, hey, Joe. And everybody was threw off when he said Joe. He said, you know what to do. You know what to do. Get him.
Get him.
And Roman immediately responded with a devastating ass spear to Punk. And everybody's like, oh, Jay's about to be the next tribal chief. Jay told Roman what to do. Jay, no, Jay ain't about to be the next tribal chief.
You know what's funny? Because if this was 4 years ago, he wouldn't have taken Jay's advice. He would have been like, let's go strategize with the Wyatts, man. Let's go do this. Let's do that. This one is like, you know what, Jay, you right. I'm gonna get this fool.
Why would Roman react so strongly to Jay saying that?
Now it's family first. Now it's like it's family first. It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it anymore. There's no code. There's no nothing. Roman said that his father asked him, why do you care about respect from other people? And he was like, lesson learned. So now it's like they ain't playing nice no more. You're right. I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna go back to when Roman was strictly on SmackDown. There's one thing that he planted in Jay's head. Well, two things. One, you don't embarrass the family. Remember, Jay used to repeat that over and over and over again. You don't embarrass the family. You don't embarrass the family. Second, you don't disrespect the family. WrestleMania 40 built in Vegas. That backstage segment with Triple H and Rock was not planned part of the program. Rock genuinely got pissed at what Cody said out there because it was not planned. He didn't know it was coming. When he talked about the grandfathers, about Peter Maivia. Rock didn't know. Jackie Redmond confirmed this on an interview, and she said those things were never planned to happen. What did Rock tell Triple H? You keep letting them, he said them, disrespect our family and see what we do. What I'm saying is, y'all, this ain't about championships no more. Yeah, Roman's in he's in a fight match, but Roman told y'all, I'm in a different atmosphere. I'm above the mountain, and I graciously let people come and sit on the mountain. He said on the podcast with O'Shea Jackson Jr., he was like, y'all was cool until I wake up. Well, guess what? Roman woke the hell up. This is about family respect now. And Punk, he broke the camel's back in half with that line about Sika. They have been planting the seeds about the family being disrespected. I could point out 6 years. I can point out numerous promos. The promo between Paul Heyman and Jay when Jay still had the World Heavyweight Championship. What did he say? Your daddy is a liar. He lied to you. Your mom is a liar. She lied to you. Roman, he's a liar. He lied to you. Then what did the promo with Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Roman? Roman told Paul, you thought the Bloodline was a faction. He was like, nah, that's God's work. We a family. You disrespected my family. You played in my face. I can go further back. They have planting seeds about this family coming back together to get the respect for the family. For 70 plus years, people in WWE, kayfabe, have disrespected this family. I wouldn't be surprised if next week we hear Punk talk about Matt.
His brother.
How was Matt? What was Matt in WWE? Other than 3-minute warning, what was
Rosie? He was sidekick of the Hurricane. He's basically Grimace.
That's
what The Rock called him.
What was the acronym to his character at that time? He was a superhero in training. What does that stand for?
Oh, no. Yeah, shit.
I could see Punk calling that out and saying, you know what, Roman? That's why your brother's a piece of shit.
Damn.
He could talk about Rikishi.
Oh, that's why his brother was a piece of, superhero in training. Add some of those.
He can talk about Rikishi.
They add too much to this that doesn't need to be. These
No,
people won't be touching him in Vegas.
No. And I feel like this is the necessary part to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, in kayfabe, they just adding too much.
Well, we saw what Lance did today.
It's supposed to be personal.
Journey did too, John.
It's supposed to be personal. And this is why I feel like this is going to be one of the best matches just because of how personal it is.
And you know,
because of the story it's being told.
And if y'all think that the back and forth between Punk and Roman ain't about to get real ugly and nasty, it is. And I'm going to tell you this too. I would not be surprised if the entire family lines the ramp as Roman walks out.
If that happens, someone owes Trailer check.
I said this, Faith. I said on Championship Sunday, I need CM Punk making his way to the Gorilla, and you see nothing but Samoans standing in the hallway like he's walking to death row to a slaughter. I've been saying it, and when we saw Jimmy meet him at Gorilla, I'm like, that's
That's
start.
what needs to happen.
That's start. Have Jay, have Jimmy, have Jacob, Solo, and then Naya's there, and then maybe they bring up somebody. Maybe you have like maybe Rikishi in the back somewhere, like standing in line. Walk as you know what I'm saying, like. These people ain't gotta be under contract to get paid to show up, just stand in the hallway.
Let me tell you something. Make no mistake. Make no mistake about this.
You might see Faith on TV.
Standing there talking about
WWE.
Make no mistake about something. If the entire family, which the entire family just happens, all of them gonna be in Vegas.
In Vegas, and we're gonna see some of them.
And
John just said Lance responded on social media to what Punk said critically, but he responded. Damu responded. Tamiko responded. Journey responded. Look, y'all don't want Journey. Y'all do not want Journey in this cover. I'm just saying that man crazy. You think Jacob crazy? You don't want Journey. Okay. Then you got Lance. I think I said Lance already.
Yes.
Then you got Jacob saying that Punk got to see him and
Zilla.
You got Zilla. Zilla been talking mad trash.
And so is Mama Zilla too.
And Mama Zilla. Naya talked about Punk.
Mm-hmm.
And you best believe Tamina's going to say something. And I'm waiting for Naomi. My point here is, no, this is about family and giving respect for this family. 70 plus years of respect. 70 plus years. What Punk did when he desecrated the name of Sika, he desecrated a paramount chief in that family. But how do you know Sika was a paramount chief? How do you know? Rikishi on his podcast, in his message to Punk, which was emotional, and I was like, okay, Rikishi, I can nominate you for an Emmy now. That was good. That was better than I did it for The Rock. Okay. Rikishi
did it for The Rock.
He said,
"Oh, shut your mouth, you tongue wearing fatty." Go ahead.
He said, "Why'd you do it? Our family known you for years. We respect you. Why did you do it? For some cheap heat?" He said, "You took my uncle's name. You took the paramount chief of this family and you ran it into the ground for a cheap pop." And he said, "And you think that the family's not going to answer the call that was sent out?" There's only one status that can send out a call like that. And that's another paramount chief. When Sika passed away,
Roman Reigns took the reins. I seen the clip of him at the funeral. He's the guy now.
He's the guy now. There's a clip of him at the podium. He is wearing 3 different kinds of ulafalas. Okay. Here's the thing. Just because you're related to the paramount chief doesn't mean that you automatically become paramount chief. The family has to choose you. And I guarantee you the family has chosen him because everybody that's responded verbally has said one thing. He said, "But we ain't going to touch you. We're going to let Roman deal with you." That leads me to something else. Back to that picture of The Rock on the truck and Jimmy. This is after Mania. A little bit further down the line. Give y'all a little something here. Jimmy is going to play a pivotal role. And not in the way that people think. I think that Jimmy is going to choose The Rock side. I'm telling y'all right now, the final boss is coming back. I'm telling you right now. Say what you want, John. I know you got to see it to believe it. But let me tell you why.
Him and his Brazilian bundles.
The hierarchy right now, Roman is above Rock.
That's not good. And ain't The Rock a chief?
Roman is a paramount chief, and guess what? The family chose him for that. They didn't choose Rock. They didn't even choose Rock to be High Chief Sayuli. Somebody else did. So the family hasn't chosen Rock. Why? Why aren't they? Why are they not hyping up the Rock like they do Roman? Have y'all ever thought about that? This family really, they pay no acknowledgement to Rock. You didn't heard Jay and Jimmy crack jokes about the Rock. Jay said, "I can't smell what he cook. He can't cook no way."
No. That's funny.
Okay. What I'm getting at here, that's how you open the door to Rock's return. If all family members show up at Mania and they support Roman as he walks out to deal with Punk, who just desecrated the name of their paramount chief, that's the family choosing Roman to be paramount chief. The Rock ain't gonna stand for that. The Fighter Boss ain't gonna stand for that shit. All I'm saying is this Roman is not tribal chief. If you look at his new gear, do you see tribal chief anywhere on there?
Nope.
Do you see OTC anywhere on his new merch? His WrestleMania shirt came out, but that's a WrestleMania shirt. I'm talking about his new shirt that he was wearing. It does not say OTC. It does not make reference to OTC because this ain't the tribal chief. This is the paramount chief. Jay, he's not the right-hand man anymore. Jay is about to be what they call Tula Fale. He is going to be an order chief. He is going to speak for Roman when Roman's not there. He's going to negotiate on Roman's behalf when he's not there. OTC 1 meet OTC 2. Okay, but that does not make Jay the tribal chief. Rock is going to need somebody as well. He's going to need an order to speak on his behalf. He's going to need somebody to negotiate on his behalf.
That's where you get Jimmy.
It's going to be Jimmy.
Because at times you can still see Jimmy is still a little uncomfortable that, you know, he can sense that Roman is coming. And he didn't, that was the reason why he left the bloodline in the first place, because he didn't like how Roman was doing things. And now, yes, he's still sticking for his family because it's family, but at the same time, it's like,
who's the one person in this family that has been questioning Roman since they came back to the family? Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
He questioned Roman when he came back in Thunderdome, and he's still doing it to this day.
Can I go back to that question that you asked Trout earlier about why is it such a problem to be like Roman?
mm-hmm.
This is why. They have a problem with the way Roman works.
I mean, it gets done though. Like, you know.
But that's what it is though. They have the fact that, you know, like how you said, we don't want to be like our parents. They don't want to be like Roman because of the way he acts, because of the way he gets things done.
Which is why he always told his little brother, "Hey man, you sound like Roman."
Do y'all remember in Roman's interview or in his documentary, he said what Matt told him? And it broke my heart to hear Roman say that Matt said this to him. Matt said, "Don't let them turn you into somebody's gimmick." He told Roman, he was like, "Don't go in there and just play along and flow with everything. Go in there and be different." He said that's one of the last things Matt said to him. And he brought up the fact that they made him be Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
Matt didn't want to be Rosie. You mean to tell me Matt couldn't have been a world champion? Matt couldn't have held a title? How long did Yokozuna hold the title when he got it? Less than 24 hours. By the way, How long between High Chief Peter Maivia coming on the scene and someone in that family winning a title? How many years was it? I could tell you 33.
Until Rock came along.
Nope.
No. The Head Shrinkers won a couple of
Right.
titles, the tag team titles too.
I'm talking about world titles.
Oh,
Yokozuna.
yeah.
And then how did Vince want Sika and Alpha to be presented? As savages with bones through their nose and couldn't speak English, unintelligent. That's the Roman we about to deal with. The Roman that's sick of playing. And the entire family who's been responding to what CM Punk said, they all have said they tired of the disrespect. So WrestleMania 42, Trail, you about to get a wish, and I hope they pay you royalties because they definitely stole your idea. Because that entire family is going to be there, Vegas. The entire family.
And you know what? The Fab Four, we're gonna be some of them spots that we're gonna be running into a couple members of that bloodline. So we'll get the lay of the land and see what mood they in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they gonna be up to. Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna be right there.
I'm gonna say this:
Chris gonna be there. It's gonna be popping.
Y'all want some good spoilers about what's about to happen? Catch me and Leslie on Putting the Blood in Line tomorrow.
Anything WrestleMania, I want to be surprised.
And don't come to Putting the Blood in Line tomorrow.
Nope, I want to be surprised. I was cool all year, but Vegas, yeah, I want to be thoroughly. I want to see if my theories hold up or what they got cooking. I want to thoroughly enjoy.
However, Faith, you pull up the show after Mania to compare what you saw to what you heard,
and we'll tell you what we heard and what we saw when we was live and direct.
Architecture's gonna be lit. Got our tickets. Got all our tickets now. We just gotta get these MNGs tomorrow.
And John, Minnie Portable, she's gonna be at WrestleLit too.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's gonna be. It's her birthday. It's her birthday.
And it's gonna be her birthday week.
Mini Mania.
She's gonna be at Hog and
She. By the way,
That's where we trying to be at.
I saw some tickets at Hog for $40.
She's bringing her boyfriend because I love him too.
Oh, Nate.
We met-
Nate, they live together now. Of course, they gonna travel together.
Yeah, we met him at the.
Is that we can probably do both?
Yeah, I saw good seats too. We met him when we went to the SmackDown watch party at our spot. We podcast at Baby Bros. Yeah, he's a cool
the Big
dude.
Three takeover.
Shout out to Ohio.
I didn't steal it. I want it.
She won the John Cena shirt. Shout out to Justin Javon.
Oh man, that was funny, man. That girl on her first night in LA, she
I wasn't even paying attention to nobody that day.
No, you wasn't.
Hey, Trail, can I ask one more question? Because I know y'all saw, or did y'all see what Big E said about Roman and the Usos?
I did. I watch Raw recap every week.
I'm a sum it up. He pretty much said, if you call yourself the man, to be the man and do this on your own. Everybody is saying that on Monday, Roman took out Punk, not on his own, but it was 3 versus 1. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. Because Jay attacked Punk. Jay got locked down by Punk.
Right.
Jimmy was next in line.
Right.
Jimmy got knocked down.
Right.
Roman was next. Roman speared them. Roman powerbombed him. There's no shield triple powerbomb. That was all Roman putting belt to ass.
But that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand why everybody is coming at Roman talking about, well, he can't do this by himself. He's been doing it by himself. He didn't ask the Usos to go out there. He didn't tell them.
Usos was standing on the other side of the ring.
Right. He didn't tell them to go out there the week before when they were asking for an apology. Matter of fact, backstage segment, he told them, I don't need his apology. Go get the apology for yourselves.
This is what I'm trying to tell people. That's what I was saying. CM Punk is not getting it. He's painting the narrative because that's all you can see. But it's like Roman's been doing it since he came back after losing everything. he's been on his own. Like we mentioned that one time when they was in, what was it Paris? When he told me he didn't want to see him till Christmas.
Clash in Paris.
He
No.
was on his own arc.
Mhm.
But I can't wait to Vegas. So
gonna
far,
be fun.
speaking of Vegas, this is what they have so far. So how is everybody feeling about the lineup they got so far? Because I like how some of these matches have different colors, so that lets you know which one's night one, which one's night two.
That's right. The brown is clearly the code. The brown.
The gold color.
The gold color is for Saturday. And
Yes, Nessa. If we go to Mania, you getting Randy Orton live and in person. Yes,
Yes, and Liv Morgan.
and Liv Morgan, and I get Stephanie.
Okay.
Hey, Trail. Can you put those graphics up just real quick one more time?
The Mania ones.
But yeah, yep. I
know.
wanna
Stop
point out something.
it, Faith.
No. I'm not pointing out nothing. I ain't doing nothing funny.
Okay, I
just wanna
thought I was reading your internal thoughts for a minute.
Oh,
No,
no, was over there.
I got
Yes.
some internal thoughts, but that's not what I'm doing. But Nessa, shout out to you because
Jesus
have
Christ.
y'all ever wondered why? I mean, yeah, I get what John's saying. The gold represent night one matches, the blue represent night two matches, right?
Mhm.
But have y'all ever wondered why they decided to do other than that? Because that's easy, you know. You could just tell us what's on night one, night two. Have y'all ever thought why the graphics are so different and why one is the end of times or the end of things, and the other one is the future of things?
Because
Well,
Jade is the future, Ova's the future, and Roman's about
Right.
to prove the Punk that you know
The
what I'm saying?
future goes through him because
Mhm.
whoever takes that title off for Roman will
It's
be.
gonna be the future.
Then you
The-
go here
well,
to
Breaker.
look at the guy who's literally under him.
right. Then you go over here to the other side, and this is representing that graphic represents the end of days, apocalyptic things. Mind
End
you,
of the
on
road.
Cody's side, what does it say on Cody's side? What's the name of that hotel?
Girl, I can't see that.
SmackDown Hotel.
That
It
is
represents the end of things or the beginning of the end of things. They are planting seeds. I'm gonna leave that there. But what could be ending here? Cody's title reign.
Or Cody's Golden Boy persona.
Yep.
is
Please.
AJ Lee.
definitely with Stephanie and Liv, the continued ending of the possible crumbling of the Judgment Day.
Now look on both sides. Look at where it says SmackDown Hotel on Cody. It
Mhm.
doesn't say that on the women.
No, because they have the same. It's the same picture for the women.
The two matches from Raw. Clearly, that's one.
Yeah,
and
one
then,
side is the future and it's electrified. The other side is burned down and it's the end of times. I just wanted to point that out. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but
it's like Escape. It's like Escape from L. If you remember the movie Escape from LA with Kurt Russell, it's Snake Plissken. Snake Plissken. That's
a good movie too.
Escape from
But
New York and Escape from New York first. Shout out to Kurt. Shout out to Snake.
I could be
Plissken.
reading too much into it, but I pay attention to the little details.
Well, you know, it's almost we almost at the end of the road, so you already know what that means.
This is what we doing. We doing this. What we doing? I made this song. You like it or what? How about new? How about new?
I could have used that a lot. This weekend.
So,
Boy, if y'all
I'm
didn't
gonna get tired.
calling out names last night was iconic.
So I'm gonna kick this one off because mine is pretty much light and simple. We always had this running theme that whatever you do not press send.
Please.
So, Tamatonga,
Here we go.
sir, when you at WWE rehearsals getting ready for a show,
Tell him.
why are you videotaping stuff so people can see what's behind the curtain? I mean, that's what Unreal is for. We don't need a private, Tongan TMZ recording stuff. I mean, you got people out there that ain't supposed to be seen next to each other rehearsing about what the story's gonna go. Like, he knew better.
Did he say Tongan?
Trellis.
Oh, I love you so much.
Michael Terrell.
He knew that made no sense. Wow. And this is not the first time he's done this. When they went over there to Saudi, he was literally had a camera out, took a photo, and you can see Miss Iguana literally sitting there behind him with no makeup on. Basically telling people, hey, Miss Iguana's in the Royal Rumble. Nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was supposed to know that. You ruining shit, fool. Like, what if it didn't happen? But what if Zilla was in the building and they was rehearsing something, and he recording, and you see Zilla Fatu standing there next to Jacob? Like, boo, what do you do? Put the camera away, bro. Put the camera away. I mean, he got fined. Luckily, that's all he did. That's all he got. He said that he knew better, and he learned. So hopefully he does learn, because he's a key role in what's to come in 2026. And I want the man to get pushed. I want him to get pushed successfully, because the man deserves it. He's a beast.
And he's starting to smell. And he's starting to smell Solo's BS.
I think he always smells Solo's BS. He just tolerated it.
And now he's bringing up the R word too.
So stop doing dumb shit.
Please.
I'm gonna save John for last, because John's pretty good.
Oh boy.
Faith,
Yes.
you got one?
For what we doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I do. Bully Ray.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was dumb.
Can we do this together? Because that was mine.
Yeah, I might as well. Tag team.
Why? Tyra May, stop smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for what?
You got a problem with smiling? Do you not have a good smile?
He's a New Yorker. Them people never smile.
Look, let me tell you.
Devon smiled all the time though.
I said what I said.
Let me tell you something. Just because your old grumpy, crotchety ass don't want to smile, don't mean the rest of us can't. And by the way, you only said that to two sisters. I just want to point that out.
Oh boy.
No,
Yeah, I said what I said. And tell
there are
me
other wrestlers that just smile and they stay smiling.
Did he say that to Shiloh? Shiloh always smiling with his old dropout teeth. He always smiling. It upset me. Like Bully always saying that he's only said that to the black women. How you know Kalani wasn't smiling because she just got married? Maybe she's still on cloud 9 from that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them.
And just because they smile when they in an interview with you, don't mean they ain't gonna step in that ring and wreck a hoe.
Poor thing.
Have you seen her smiling in the ring? Because I don't remember her smiling. I mean, she steps into that ring and it's business.
She got a game face on.
Poor Thea last night.
But you see how it's a problem? Because I find that a problem, not only with that, because that's the only thing that they don't say that to other men. Why are you always smiling? Why is it always that either we smile too much or we don't smile at all?
They didn't even say it to other women. But Bully, you make it a point to say it to two sisters. That's what bothered me. You tell them not to smile when they in an interview, bro. They're in an interview. They probably just got done eating some biscuits and eggs, and they coming to deal with your old grumpy ass.
But it would have been a problem if they would have had their bitch face on.
So, Bully, do better, bro. Do better.
He's old. But I know that's not a good excuse.
It's not. Do better.
Sir, main event.
All right now. You know, I take pride in my name, my first name, Jonathan. So when you do something to ruin the Jonathan brand, and you targeting one of my favorites,
Oh, geez, I
you
personal.
targeting Watson Country, which is
I
Tennessee.
know what he's talking about now.
Oh, you better believe I'm had something to say. Jonathan coached me. What the heck is wrong with you? I put this in our group chat, so let me paint the picture. Jonathan Coachman, we all know, former WWE commentator, ESPN, blah, blah, blah. He has a podcast now. One he does with JD from New York. The other one he does with Vince Russo. And this is the one with Vince Russo. It's called Coach and Bro. He said that he got some info that possibly Bianca Belair is going to have her middle finger amputated. I got word that potentially not her hand, but she could be losing a finger. Terrible. Let me say this. You take the graphic off, Trail. Now, Trail.
All right.
If that is true, it's none of our business. It's none of Vince Russo's business, and it's none of yours. And this is where, and Faith's in this game, where just because you get information does not mean it always has to be shared. You can burn bridges with sources like that.
That part.
Say that shit louder.
You can burn bridges because we know this. Look, I do a sports podcast. I done had people bring stuff to me. Mark done had people bring stuff to him, and we can't rely who the source is, but we take the information, and we don't. But not every information we take, we supposed to say on air. If someone told you that, and that is a serious concern, that she was possibly going to have her middle finger amputated behind what happened after all these surgeries and treatments she's having, I think the person who should have been saying that should have been Bianca Belair. I don't think Montez Ford wants to hear that his wife could possibly lose a finger. I don't think her mom and dad want to hear that their daughter possibly has to lose a finger because you got some information and you went out there cloud chasing because you on air with Vince Russo.
I agree. It shouldn't have been said, but I wouldn't say it's clout chasing because.
But you know what I mean.
He's one of those guys that's been in the business. It's not like one of us that we're using this information for clickbait. Right. I mean, I do agree. He could have kept it to himself.
That's why I'm ticked about it because you're not no dude who's trying to be on the come up. You've been doing this for 20 plus years. You get a lot of good information, and you dropped a lot of good gems. But this is probably those ones where you need to keep close to the vest because what if it's true?
What if it's not true?
Exactly. What if it is true? But we don't know if it's true or not. And I'm praying that it's not because I don't want to see nobody wants to see Bianca Belair lose a finger. She's been gone for almost a year now, just behind this one injury. I don't think her family wants to hear that, wants to read these headlines and have to cousins texting them out of the blue like, is Bianca finna lose a finger? You got to think about that. That's what bothered me about what Coach did. It was not the fact that he said it. He does not know how the impact of that will have on a person's family because now Bianca has to answer questions from her mom, from her dad, from Montez, and he's been there since day one, obviously, because I think that's part of the real reason also why the Street Profits haven't been on because he wants to be with his wife. And shout out to Dawkins, baby number 3 on the way. So,
Didn't baby number 3 arrive already?
They just they got this is that was number 2. This is number 3 now.
This man straight up said his pull-out game is weak.
Wait a minute, we thought Jimmy
that man said I ain't trying to.
No, he literally said on Twitter, "My pull-out game is weak."
Yeah.
Shout out to the wife.
So,
you know what, John? I have to agree with you because, like you said, not just like the old saying, "Not all money is good money." Not all news is good news. You don't need to put out everything. I love, like, I get a lot of spoilers and I confirm them or I'll wait. But you don't.
There's some that you told us we still haven't said.
True that.
Like, for example, I to go along with that lady that posted the picture of Jimmy and Naomi with a little baby, Back when
Yeah.
Jimmy had the red in the hair, like, come on, bro. Rikishi, I even was a little upset with Rikishi letting it out on the podcast that the baby was born.
And now
Like,
he's cleaning it up, saying that it was their other son that had a baby.
exactly. But he can't
That's
claim that now.
Yeah, but you can't clean that up. Can't clean
News
that up.
like that is sensitive, and it needs to be said from the actual person, no matter if it's good or bad. That has to come from them. And this is where reporters, that's your job, but you need to, like John said, those are bridges that you're burning.
Exactly.
And I've
And
got
if it
information.
comes out that it's not true, you look stupid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how people are on Twitter and Instagram.
You gonna get flamed for that later.
You're gonna be a meme, a walking meme.
Yep.
And obviously you've been one of WWE's one of the most famous personalities in the last 20 years. Whether it's your time at WWE, your time at ESPN, in what you're doing now independently, but it wasn't worth it. To me, that one wasn't worth it.
Nope. And that's pretty much just what we're doing. Everybody that's been on this list, get better. Just get better. Quickly, we got a few acknowledgments. I still gotta work on the theme song for that one. First up, someone alluded to it earlier, but shout out to him and her on finally getting married. So shout out to Bow Wow finding his wifey.
Wow.
You know what, man? Look, dude. Just because the concert was here in LA, man. Look, man. The
Listen,
concert was here in LA.
we love you, Chad. Keep doing your thing, man.
I'm so done.
Keep doing your thing.
Montrellis.
I
Yeah,
love
man.
it.
Why are we doing mellow like this, man?
You are
that's a
this
good
what
thing.
we doing. You are this is what we doing.
Also, the news broke yesterday that this monster is getting the call to be in the hall. One Sid Vicious, Sid Justice,
Absolutely.
but we know him as Psycho Sid.
Yeah.
My dad was happy about this.
And not only this is special, it's more special that this man is alive to see his induction as well. So that's even more cool. I can't wait to see his
What do you mean?
speech.
Who's alive?
Oh wait, Psycho Sid, he's not alive?
No, he died 2 years ago.
No way, really?
You didn't
Damn,
know
time
that?
flies.
He had cancer. Unfortunately, and I saw this a lot. It was hashtag induct people when they're alive. When they saw the news.
I honestly thought he's gonna be one of the chosen few that got inducted while alive.
He should have been.
Well,
But-
that was last year.
Yeah.
That was last.
Yeah. But I want to piggyback what you said to me and let you continue with it. To me, one of the most underrated big men in WWE in pro wrestling history.
Absolutely.
How many men can say, I main evented WrestleMania twice against Hulk Hogan, against
And
The Undertaker? And how many men can say when they won their first WWE championship, they beat Shawn Michaels in Madison Square Garden?
Come on.
That man right there.
He had one of the coldest interest songs, theme songs.
My dad was excited for this one. I heard him on Monday.
Yeah,
My God, dude.
So
I watched
shout
that
out,
intro the other day. I watched that intro yesterday. Like,
yeah, man.
who's the man?
Who's the man? Shout out to Psycho Sid, man. I remember, but that was one of my memories of him when he powerbombed Shawn Michaels. The one time that he was cheered as a heel, and cheered very, very loudly in Madison Square Garden. Him going toe to toe with The Undertaker, him going toe to toe with Diesel.
Yes.
I mean, it's not that many people that can cross eras where 1 minute you're in the ring fighting Hulk Hogan, and then years later you fighting The Undertaker, and then years later you're in WCW, winning championships over there, and unfortunately breaking your leg, and then next thing you know, you're in ECW doing a couple appearances over there. It's like this man has been in indies. He was doing indie scenes too. It's like that man's a legend. He's a chill legend. So I wish he was. I could either life has been life and I forgot, but I really thought that he was alive because I was so happy. I'm like, damn, I get to see someone that's alive get their roses.
Yeah, that stinks, man. It stinks. It stinks that this happened, and I hope this.
I
Look,
mean, but at the same time, you don't know when is that person's time to go.
I
Also,
know, I
so
know, and I just hope people like Sid, we see more of these guys who we grew up watching get that call from Taker, because I
at
know
least,
Taker would have loved to give Sid that call.
Mhm.
Basically, out there, what they did
mhm,
at WrestleMania 13.
at least
I was
Demolition got the call alive.
yes, and Demolition, because it was all. I mean, Will asked me this one day. Demolition or the Road Warriors, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm biased. I grew up nothing
It
against
was kind of the
Demolition.
ripoff of the Road Warriors a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, they was because Road Warriors was over in NWA and WCW when they were obviously Demolition was here, and then when they came over as the Legion of Doom. Yeah, RP Hawk, RP Hawk and Animal, man. But I'm glad for the Demolition because they deserved this a long time ago.
Yeah, man. Faith, you got anybody want to give a little acknowledgement?
I do actually. It's a group of people.
Fat Four.
Uh,
Hey. Oh no. Okay.
Actually, it
Sorry.
is. Actually, it is. No, I'm being dead serious.
Wow, Holy Spirit. I'm just saying that's just
I actually want to give acknowledgement to my fam bam, to Trail, to Nessa. Shout out to JoJo,
yes, your girl.
to Big Goose over here. My Big
Y'all,
Goose over here.
y'all know what it is.
Oh,
I
easier.
want to acknowledge y'all because y'all are some of the most hard working folks. You are genuine. You don't play games about the people that you care about. You don't play games about your craft. You take it seriously. You put your all into it. You welcome people. Game recognize game. And I don't know if y'all know this, but the people that y'all interact with come out better in the end.
That's
And
good.
I'm speaking from personal experience.
Damn.
And y'all know where I'm coming from.
Yes.
Y'all know where I'm
Yes.
coming from. And so shout out and acknowledgement to the Fab Four, to Sports for You. Other than my girls, Leslie and Monty, Leslie PSAs and Ness, I don't know if you know, Monty changed her name to Monty Housing.
It's as Tony Yayo once said, it's a movement.
Yes.
But,
y'all.
other
Tell
than
y'all.
them, 'cause
I'm gonna see you.
them two women, I don't know if y'all know, but them some of the hardest working, most genuine women too.
Yes.
But I got to give y'all acknowledgement. Like you said, hashtag induct people, acknowledge people
While
while
they-
you still alive and while they still alive.
Yes.
And I don't think my confidence would be where it is today without y'all. So I acknowledge y'all.
That's
Yeah,
love.
right
That's
back at you.
what's
Because I know sometimes I get on. I know sometimes I get on people's nerves and stuff like that, but I'll still go to bat for each and every one of the Fab Four, whether it's Nessa, whether it's Jean, whether it's JoJo, because I know I get on her nerves a lot, but still, there's nothing I wouldn't do for everybody here. So we appreciate that. So
3 weeks is gonna be up. 3 weeks is gonna be up. Oh boy. Y'all better watch out.
Yeah.
We taking over the Sin City.
But before we get to the game of the week,
They're gonna have to deal with the both of us.
and at some point you two have to
Lord.
deal with the both of
Bell
us.
money. Faith. Hey, Faith, keep the phone
Hey.
on.
Especially
Keep the
John
phone
gonna be by himself with us.
Hey,
Keep the phone on. Get to Vegas quick, dog. Cause that Thursday morning, man, I'm gonna need. Hey, man,
Hey,
Faith.
listen,
tell you,
listen,
keep the phone on. Bell money.
Jose gave me a shorter shift, so I'll be out of there at 10 in the morning. So I'm looking for earlier flights. So see if I can
That's
change
good.
my flight.
Yeah.
But if not, it'll be there around 6 when I get there.
I
But,
got Bell I got y'all covered.
Okay. Yeah,
that
because
belt.
they
Get that
see
belt.
they talking about we gotta look out for them and shit. That might be time they gotta look out for us. What the fuck?
Oh,
Don't worry. I got family here. Call cousin. I call cousin Jeanette. I got back up in the city.
Raquel is gonna be in Vegas. Stephanie Vaquera is gonna be in Vegas. I'm pretty sure Lola Vice is gonna be running around on the Vegas Strip.
Oh,
you
my
got
Lord.
a third?
Oh no, that's John. That's John.
Oh,
That's John.
okay.
I know.
John has war. He claims Los Toxicas.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Hello.
Cheekbones out again. Them cheekbones.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man, if I see like Hydra or Flammer or Mascara, oh my
I can't
god,
blame
dude.
you about Flamer.
hey, I might have to fight you for Flamer though.
Well,
I'm gonna have
never-
to fight you for the Hydra for sure.
Hey man,
For sure.
I'm just gonna say is yes.
We can rock paper scissors for Flamer.
pretty much. Pretty much. She can flame. She's a flaming. But I gotta we acknowledge R-Truth, man. R-Truth, man.
Oh man.
Wrestling got titles in his 20s, his 30s, his 40s,
40s, and
and
now
now
his
he's
50s.
50s. I mean, Triple H told y'all the night Punk came back, the R-Truth was the big return. I mean, with
4
I'm just happy for him.
decades and a championship in each one.
Former NWA champ. Look, man. When this man goes in the Hall of Fame,
24/7 I-95 7-Eleven champ.
when this man goes, it gets man for 57 times,
57 times, bro. 57 times.
When he goes in, that's gonna be one that hits everybody because there's nobody who wasn't impacted by Truth.
And he's gonna go in sooner than later. As soon as he retires, he's gonna be in the next Hall of Fame. I guarantee it.
Yeah, because there was nobody. That whole locker room, y'all, they might run out of seats for people who want for the superstars because they want it. Because everybody's gonna be there to celebrate Truth. Because everybody loves Truth.
You mean
Yo.
K Quick?
Hey, Quick,
Ron Cena.
Ron Cena.
And y'all know what? Shout out to Truth because he didn't even know they was winning the titles that night.
No, he did. Damian Priest didn't.
Oh, okay. I have the story back.
Shit.
No, Truth was the only one that knew. That's why Damian was like, "Wait,
What?
for real?
And the look on Truth's face was like,
I got you, didn't I, dog?"
and shout out to Priest, man. Because look, man, they're like that. They're like that buddy cop. They definitely could be like a buddy cop duo.
Like
man.
Axel Foley and old boy
There
Yes.
you
from
go.
Beverly Hills Cop.
They're Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy in Trading Places. Know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
It's crazy how there was a fake tag team champions in the Judgment Day, and now they're actual tag
That's
team
why I
champions.
was like,
This is a full circle moment.
Truth.
okay.
Priest
They
saw Truth.
planted them seeds back then.
Priest saw Truth pushing them shirts and getting that money. He was like, let me
He's
get a
like,
piece
you know
of
what?
that."
All right.
You know what the greatest line is? I'm sorry, y'all can't convince me, but when that man said, I looked into your eyes and I knew you loved me.
See,
David,
I wouldn't have been able to been on screen with you because he probably he one of them dudes is gonna try to make you break just like Sammy. He would probably he gonna say something that's gonna try
He's
to
the
make
only
you
one
break
that
character.
he's the only one
That-
that breaks Brock Lesnar.
I'm sorry, but that whole segment with Sammy and the Bloodline, that's gonna go down in history and gonna win. That needed to
Uzi?
win some awards
Uzi?
because he's not feeling Uzi. Like, what we doing here?
That
Wait,
alone turned the Bloodline into a fan favorite.
The moment I saw Jay turn around, I was like, "Oh, he's done, dude."
Roman Reigns broke. Solo
Yeah, he
broke.
did.
Like they
Yeah, he
just
did.
was like,
Sammy broke Roman twice when he told Logan Paul he was the biggest number 2.
And I'm gonna say this: when we was at Wale Mania in 23,
She broke
And
him
they
3 times. But that time he was on the couch and like, I'm doing my dance. I'm in his head. I'm doing.
it was definitely hard to break Solo because when the Usos were getting interviewed by the Ringer, they tried their hardest to break Solo, and he just wouldn't bite. Even they offered him a tribal chip.
And Sammy just talking about some.
But he broke him when he was like, my dog.
My
He's like,
dogs,
my dog. I'm right here.
He even got Jay to forget that he was mad at him when they talk about Waffle House. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I could go put some waffle.
I woke up, he said, Jay said,
Hey, before we get to the game of the week hosted by John, I always like to do like a little meme of the week. And you know, the Oba sensation has swept the nation and has all of every black man and woman asking for their 40 acres and a mule.
absolutely.
So I saw this.
That had me dying, dude.
Will Oba avenge them all? And they're all just standing behind Oba like, you're our last hope.
The fact that they got The Rock doing that is wild.
He was the first victim.
He was.
And then me and John was live in person and Omos was a victim.
Sure was.
He was the only non-champion.
You were there for Kofi.
And I was there for Kofi.
That Kofi one pissed me off.
That one was like, well,
Yeah.
you gave us what we wanted, right? Now I'm gonna take that shit right away from y'all.
And I could say something to Big E right now about talking about be a man, but I ain't. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Big E got screwed. Imagine if Roman doesn't get COVID, that never happens.
Right.
Mhm.
Or in the case of Pat McAfee, if COVID didn't get Roman Reigns.
True.
Mhm.
That was funny. He said Roman Reigns didn't get COVID. COVID got Roman Reigns.
Over.
Come on, man. Get it done. Get
He
it done.
he has the nation behind him. And I said this last week, Faith. Normally me and John always, telling the IWC, y'all relax, y'all doing too much, y'all over it. Let this man lose in Vegas. Me and him ain't saying a word.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just
I've been
I don't know
saying
what to
this
say.
for a while, like for the past few weeks. Y'all get over the fact that Brock Lesnar is involved. It is what it is. He's here. Be happy he's about to get his ass beat. If this man don't get his ass beat, have at it.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna
what
sit
game
there
we
and cry and whine and cuss and out.
It's game time.
Face said, move it along.
They said good. Okay, it's game time because I think we know what Faith what Faith is thinking. Boy.
She's trying to get her mind off of Oba. That's why she's telling me move it along.
I know.
Look at
All
my
I-
eyes.
Y'all see how the camera come from underneath them thigh? Okay.
She
Look,
wants to fall from grace.
Joe
All right,
over here. She said she want uppies. She's trying to
Hold
climb.
on I'll hold on to that neck. You know what? Come on, Trail. Go to
All
the
right, let's
This
get
is
game
John's
Alright.
move.
All right, it's game time, ladies and gentlemen. So this week, as we're literally now under 30 days from WrestleMania, always
3
one
weeks.
of the biggest 3 weeks now. There's always been one of the most trending top questions and discussions is main events, and we've seen some classic ones over the last 42 years. But the question always is asked: who is the main event of WrestleMania? So today's game, ladies and gentlemen, is who is the greatest main eventer in WrestleMania history.
Oh,
And here's a graphic. And what up though? Holy shit podcast. So and let me say this, they'll throw some caveats for the women. We know Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte was the first women's main event in WrestleMania 35.
Mm-hmm.
So if you for context, we throw in the women's matches that were the headliners, the Rhea Ripleys and Charlotte Flairs, the Becky and the Rheas, the Biancas and the Beckys, Bianca and Asuka, Ronda and Charlotte, obviously Bianca and Sasha. So we're gonna give a male main event, greatest WrestleMania main eventer of the all time on the men's side and on the women's side. So I will start with you, Mr. OTC. Who do you think is the greatest WrestleMania main eventer in men and women's history?
Well, we can take Cody off the list.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's no,
not because of Cody, because he really doesn't belong there.
no, he doesn't. Not with this.
Yeah,
Not with this crop. Not with this
I'd say-
cream of the crop.
Well, Brett was only in 2 actual
Well-
main events.
3. You count 9.
I'm telling him versus he was in 3, but technically participated in 2.
Okay.
Because he was in there with Yokozuna, and then he got taken out, and Hulk Hogan took his place. So he didn't really finish the match. So then it was him and
Him and Yoko ran back at
Yoko
10.
again. And then there was him and Shawn. So that was a good one. Roman Reigns has dominated WrestleManias. The Rock has had 5 main events, including the tag team match. Taker had the streak. And then there's Shawn. Damn, that's a tough one. I love the streak, but I'm still gonna have to go with the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania himself, because a few of those people on Undertaker's list, some got buried 4 times, some lost twice. So it was the revolving door of the same people through the later stages of the streak. So I'm gonna go with Shawn because Shawn put on the best performances in the main events of WrestleMania, and let's not forget the Iron Man match is like one of the best WrestleMania matches I've ever seen in my life.
Our friends over the Holy Podcast, they agree with you on that. They're saying Shawn and Brett. They're saying Shawn. So let me give you context. If it's Abe or whoever's running the account, pick one person specifically you think is the greatest WrestleMania main eventer. So you could say Shawn or Brett. You could say Becky or Charlotte or Sasha. But those 2 matches are 2 of the best matches. Now, what about the ladies? I think the ladies, I think it's only one person.
Trying to think of all the women that's been in Mania main events. There's Rhea. There's
Charlotte,
Charlotte.
Becky, Ronda, Bianca, Asuka.
I mean, Ronda was only in what, 1 actual main event.
Yeah, we can stop talking about her.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say Charlotte.
You're just gonna say Charlotte Flair. All right, let's go to Faith. Give me a greatest WrestleMania main eventer on the men's side and on the women's side.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Shoot.
Why is Triple H not up here?
I just think that whoever made this graphic, I don't know who made the graphic, so this is what was there. But
If anything, it should have been Triple H.
but he should have been on there. But he definitely should have been on there.
Yeah, he's had a few
should've
main
been up
events.
there and
He's
placed-
definitely had a few main events.
Instead of Cody.
And some of the greatest interests, probably the greatest interests in WrestleMania history.
Mm-hmm.
So Trail chose Charlotte, which I completely understand why.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna have to choose. I'm torn. God, dog.
You could choose the same if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I
Maybe
don't want to choose Charlotte. I had 2 others in my head. Becky's an easy choice.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go with Bianca.
Okay.
Okay.
And on the male side, if I missed that one.
No, she ain't seen him in yet.
Damn, that's hard too.
And it was funny, Brock is not even on this graphic either.
Right.
Or Kurt Angle.
He didn't really have that many main events.
Well, I thought about that when you said Brock. That was the first person.
Oh yeah.
That 19.
Classic.
Well,
Almost killed himself.
okay. I want to say Shawn Michaels, but I don't want to pick the same people. So
I understand.
I'm gonna go with Taker.
You're going to take her.
I'm gonna go with Taker.
Nessa?
The streak got to be up there.
Obviously, he's had his WrestleMania main events. Obviously, we talked about Psycho Sid earlier, him and Edge, and to me, him and Shawn,
Triple H 3 times.
Triple H,
Was that
King
third
Kong
time
Bundy.
necessary? Don't
King
know.
Kong Bundy, Mark Henry. I mean, we can go through the streak.
Orton.
Obviously, the streak alone speaks for
AJ.
itself. AJ, I mean, the streak alone from
We ain't
started
gotta-
from.
We ain't
From
got to
Jake-
bring up the Roman one. We ain't got to.
Well, look, I
Why
said
not?
that. Look, we discussed that last week. I wish that match never happened. We asked last week about if we could remove a match from WrestleMania history, which one would it be? And I picked that one because Taker should have never been in the ring.
Yeah,
He clearly
agreed.
wasn't healthy. He clearly wasn't healthy.
Agreed.
All right, I ain't got my Drina. You're up.
I think I know what she's going to pick on the man side, but go ahead.
Well, mine was gonna be it's between Stone Cold and Undertaker.
Very good.
So I'm gonna go with Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm about to swerve y'all real quick for this women's one.
Oh hell no! Here
I
it
think
comes.
I know what she's about to pick.
Somebody, please.
No, because this is the fact that it's coming out of my mouth.
Oh,
I know what she's saying. I know who she's about to say.
I'm gonna say Rhea Ripley.
I do.
Wow.
Perfect meme right there.
Those are all three.
That was going to be my second choice if I didn't pick Charlotte.
All right, so let's recap. Trail says Shawn Michaels and Charlotte Flair. Faith says Undertaker and Bianca Belair.
Yep.
Nessa says Stone Cold and Rhea Ripley. And me, I'm pretty much the two I picked were said before, and
don't tell Rhea I said that.
And obviously, look, I thought about Stone Cold.
StreamYard clip.
I thought about Taker. I definitely thought about Roman. Obviously, I thought about Cena for sure. I thought Triple H. But there's no man. But you don't get the name Mr. WrestleMania.
True.
For a reason. And I had to go with Shawn. I had to. You don't get the name Mr. WrestleMania for a reason. It's like we wonder who's Mr. SummerSlam. We've not had a debate on who's Mr. WrestleMania. It's always been the Heartbreak Kid. Now on the women's side, mine was said, and yeah, Faith got it right. It's Bianca to me because
Of course.
it's because we and I don't know if you knows what Faith was doing. These are the two most dominant performers in WrestleMania history because they had the two most active streaks in their separate divisions. Obviously, we know 20-0 with Taker. Bianca Belair up to last year was undefeated at every WrestleMania she competed in.
Only been 4 of them.
But that's been but think about it. That's been the most. That's been the most ever since she's been called up. She's been in every WrestleMania. This is shock. That's why it's sad that she won't be this year. 37, she beats Sasha. 38, she beats Becky. We were there for 30. Yeah, right. We were there last year at 39, 3 years ago when she beat Asuka. 40, the birth of the big three. But then obviously last year she loses it in that triple threat with Io and Ripley and Rhea. So Bianca to me is there, but you can make the case for Charlotte. Obviously, unfortunately, we hated how she had to be the one that end Asuka's undefeated streak, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Sure is.
Being in the first women's main event, obviously she beat Ronda Rousey at 32. I mean 38. Her beating Rhea Ripley in the pandemic. But yeah, and then Becky obviously played a big part also, but I had to go with Bianca. And I think we all had some dope ones. We all had some dope answers. I can't wait to see what next week's game, but this is our greatest WrestleMania.
It's mostly whenever we come up with one. Because if we see it, it's gonna get added. So
Yeah, that's it.
I want to make it like an every week thing. But if we see it,
So-
it'll be on the game of the week. But
Yes.
that's
Dope.
all. That's all we got for today. The road to Mania is cooking, and the road to Vegas, aka Fab Four Vegas, aka Fab Four Takeover, is on his way. So, but stay tuned. We be back Monday for Tribal Warzone because this whole Bloodline saga is only gonna get hotter.
Programming
And
note.
Madison Square Garden.
No sports for you this Friday. I will be live. Shout out to Josh. I'll be live at Cosm. I'll have Friday. Shout out to Josh. Hit me up. He got some GA passes from his job. So shout out to Josh. I'll be watching some March Madness and actually enjoying in the games because I'm not betting on them.
No.
But
We back in Cali now. You good?
exactly. But yeah, so
but-
no sports for you this Friday. But I'll be back. But I'll be back with you guys on Monday and Tuesday for Sheezy.
But shout out once again to Faith pulling up with her shenanigans and always talking that bloodline business. You know what I'm saying? Because can't no one talk it better than a woman from the island who knows it better. Because it's
And
in her
check her-
blood.
And check her out tomorrow. If y'all check her out
It's in her
tomorrow.
blood. And I expect to see her in the hallway in the Legion Stadium, looking at CM Punk like, "You dirty mother."
You dirty mother.
I'm gonna trip his ass. I'm gonna be the last one before he hits the ring. I'm gonna
They'd
trip
be like,
his ass.
"Erica, you had one job." Whoop, 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 whoop.
My foot, I need to stretch. Hey, Candace.
My knee ain't
Yeah,
right
it
yet.
It is.
My pain, I needed to maneuver myself.
But yeah, we going get up out of here, man. This has been a good episode. This is one of those rare ones where we go into overtime. So
Shout out to 69.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
And
a
if
good number.
you
It's a
don't
good
if you
number.
know the reference, go check out the 69th episode because
Ah.
the angles was
No.
not supposed to be angling on that episode.
We
Huh?
literally had 69 viewers. Shout out
Oh no,
to
I know.
Yeah.
I see it. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the angles.
But we gonna get up out of here. I'm Trail. That's Faith. That is Jean, and the one with the angles is Miss Nessa. We'll see y'all Monday.
Angles
Have a
for
good
what?
weekend.
It's the legend.